Maybe it'll...
Global infrastructure is crumbling this evening as the NintenByte Podcast continues its unprecedented rise. In cities across the globe, fans are rioting. The Pentagon has issued a statement describing the NintenByte Podcast network as a pixel-based prophecy. Some say the rise was foretold, others say it's just a really good podcast. We're talking twisted nipples, milk, and a sock puppet who doesn't talk.
It's dangerous to go alone. Watch this.
Welcome to the NintenByte Podcast, bitch.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the greatest Nintendo podcast ever! Yeah!
Is that a Joy-Con in your pants, or are you just happy to see us?
Shut up! Now feel the power. Everyone, do you feel that?
Oh my god, I feel it! I feel it too, Gamer. What is it?
It's the power of our podcast.
I feel it!
This is rad, NintenByte.
So rad.
Power. Now bask in their glory.
I'm Nintendo Brian. Oh, baby.
I'm Thunderstash.
I'm Gamebird Classic.
NintenByte rules.
Let's rock.
Hey everyone, welcome to the NintenByte Podcast, Season 3, Episode, what episode is this, 54? I think it's 54, something like that. You guys might notice we are missing a certain Bird is the word. He is going to be out this week for some personal health reasons, and we're just going to leave it at that. If he ever decides to update you guys, it'll be on him. That being said, obviously keep him in your thoughts and prayers with whatever's going on, because honestly, none of us really know. So we're all just hoping that Gamebird comes back better than ever next week. Who knows? Maybe the bird flu.
God, I hope not.
I doubt it's the bird flu. Anyways, before we go any further, we should go ahead and introduce the three lovely guests we have down below. Two of them last minute, one of them showing up when they forgot last week. We'll start with the lovely ladies first, right? Tabby Cat Games. How's it going?
It's going great. Thanks, guys, for having me. I really appreciate it.
Nice to have you back. Then we got Sandstorm McDowell.
Yo. Appreciate another time with you guys and talking about some video games. Love it.
Video games. And then he showed up on time.
Yeah, just dog on me. Just let it loose. Come on. It's all right. I get it.
Yeah, hamming it up with the yacht club, Deb.
Yeah. I ham it up with them at PAX, so I'll be all right. I'll be okay. We sang karaoke. It was good. No, but I do apologize. I mean, I sent you guys a little apology gift in the chat. I hope you appreciate it. I don't know if you saw that, but yeah.
I did see it.
No. Yeah, I'm from Lamb. It's wonderful to see you guys and be here. I'm in the middle of a move right now. So the next time you guys see me next week, I will hopefully be in my brand new studio that'll have way more space and cooler gadgets and fun stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to be here as always and make it work.
Yeah, can't wait to see what the new space looks like. It's always fun designing new sets.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Nice. All right, guys. Then we get to our usual ones, including the sock puppet extraordinaire, our Spice Lord, Eric Moore.
Yeah, well, nice. Good to be back again.
As always.
Yeah, right. Because
Good.
You guys notice
half of last week.
I don't play the intro tunes because if we're not complete, it doesn't feel right. Okay, feel right. So that's why we're not doing the so spicy thing right now. Then we got Thunderstash Gaming.
Hey, happy to be here. The usual busy week. Lots of reviews, lots of stuff going on. Exciting times ahead.
Exciting times indeed. And everyone knows me, I think. I don't know if you don't. I'm Nintendo Prime. What's up? The most hated Nintendo YouTuber in the world, the clickbaiter extraordinaire.
That's not true. I can already list a couple, but yeah.
Ready to clickbait you on Nintendo Directs today on our show. That being said, yeah, that is going to be one of our topics. Obviously, we finally have our first it's a legit rumor for a direct next month coming from somebody who has known about this kind of stuff in the past. With Nate the Hate promising to comment on it later this week, I presume on a podcast on Friday, based on how he's been framing it. So I don't know what Nate the Hate's going to add to the mix, but you know that he basically leaked most of Nintendo's lineup for this year. That Nintendo doesn't seem very happy about, but hey, Star Fox, it's still a thing. We still got it anyways. So, and then another topic we have for us is this kind of a fun one. This was suggested by one of the members of the channel, kind of a die on this hill topic. So basically, each of us will pick a game that we know in general the world thinks is a piece of crap, but we actually really like it. And basically, we're going to defend why we like that game while the rest of us pile on. It's all for good fun. I don't know what game people are going to pick, but I thought it was a really, really fun topic idea. I'm like, okay, we got to do that. That just sounds, that sounds
already
really
got
fun. Next up, we're also going to be talking about recommendations. So I thought it might be time, since the bundle has now gone live. The bundle right now for Switch 2 and choose your game, choose one of 3 games. It's live right now. You can buy it right now. With it being live right now, I thought, hey, there's going to be a bunch of new Switch 2 owners over the next few months trying to get it before the price hike. Now's the time maybe to suggest to them what games they should maybe pick up, since all of us have had a Switch 2 for a while. And we can probably give them some game suggestions from Nintendo to indie to third party. You know, this topic could go forever, especially if we let Stash just list off every game he likes. But we're going to try to keep it to what we think is like, hey, if you just bought a Switch 2, these are like the first 3 games we think you guys should probably mess with a bit. So it's gonna be fun. And because, you know, we're trying to limit it sort of to the 3, that should let us all get a wide variety. And like, I assume someone's going to bring up Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, right? Well, okay, well then let's do some fresh games with the next.
What's the third one? It's I know it's those 2. Well, I forget what the third one they're offering in that bundle.
Pokopia.
Oh, in the bundle, that is also Pokopia.
Okay.
That's a
tough one. That's a toughie.
Yeah. So the suggestion for the bundles, obviously you want to pick up some extra games. We're going to get into that. That's going to be a fun one. Then I also just thought this would be kind of cool, talking about the future of NSO. We haven't really talked about NSO in a while. And it recently did get some price hikes in Japan and South Korea. But, you know, what is the future of NSO? Like, what do we expect for game editions to say GameCube or whatever moving forward? Because I think there's 2 that's confirmed that they haven't announced or coming out yet. And then obviously, do we think like maybe there should be a new tier? Should throw some other benefits in there? Is there anything we would like improved or changed about NSO as a service? And how do we feel like it is today versus when it began all the way back in 2018, September 2018, when we got rid of our ability to have free online? Nintendo, you were the only hope. Anyway, so I thought that'd be a fun one to talk about. So let's go ahead and get into our topic roulette. I don't know. Look, it's between you two. Who wants to go first?
Go ahead, Stash.
I will take buying a Switch 2 for yourself before the price hike.
Top recommendations. All right. It's a good one. It's going to be a fun one. So it's always nice to suggest games to people. So, okay. Eric, what one do you want?
It's tough one.
The future of NSO.
The future of NSO. All right. So then I'll take the direct topic because someone's got to take it. Yeah. I guess I do all the reporting on it, so it makes sense that I should take that one. And then I think that just leaves the die on the hill for us, which honestly, it doesn't really matter who takes it because we all just go one by one on that. So, all right. So we'll save that one for the end. That one will be a lot of fun. Okay. So let's go ahead and Stash. What the heck are we talking about, man?
All right. Yeah. So Switch 2. Obviously, the price hike's coming, which is a topic in itself, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure we'll touch on a little bit, but you know, it would probably be wise to buy one, I guess, before the price hike. It's going up by $50. However, it's going to come with a free game that is either $70 or $80 that you are very likely to pick up one of those 3 games. So in reality, you're actually saving $20 to $30 by going up in price. That's why I have a hard time with this price hike, because it's like I'm actually saving money, hypothetically. But
to be fair, this is before the price hike. The price hike's not till September, so this is just a deal that runs for the summer.
Yeah, but who knows how long it will go, and I'm sure they'll probably replace it with one. However, what games, right, would you want to get? That's the whole thing. What would we recommend? Obviously, you know, I have a lot of games I'd recommend. So I want to play cleanup on this. What games would you guys recommend? Who has a list together that would like to go first?
I mean, I can pop off 3 quick. This is a real simple. It's a real simple for me. One, I could say, guys, even though most of you guys haven't really had a chance to play it because it doesn't come out till next week, Mina the Hollower. I've been playing it on Switch 2. It's awesome. Shout out to Yacht Club Games, but thank you for sending me a Switch 2 code. I do appreciate that. Mina the Hollower, man, I'm telling you guys, something about that, or if you guys have played the new demo of Adventures of Elliot that's about to come out as well, dude, if you love Zelda, you're gonna love these games. They're everything you've been waiting for and top down from a Zelda game, but like it's gonna feel extremely, especially with Mina, I can say for sure, very inventive. Very new stuff. There's going to be stuff going on in it that you might think is more like Earthbound or more like some other stuff. Again, we had the devs on last week if you guys want to go back and watch that episode. But yeah, can't suggest that game enough. Now, look, you're going to pick one of the 3. I assume if you're buying a new Switch 2 this summer, you're going to pick one of the 3 big games, right? The 3 highest rated Nintendo published games. Look, my suggestion for one of those 3 is simply just going to be whichever one appeals to you the most. Do you always buy Mario Kart? Well, then you might as well get that one because it's $80, right? So you're going to save the most money by getting that one with the bundle. But if that was already a bundle and it wasn't enough to convince you before, then maybe you're more of a life sim person. Then you're going to want to go Pokopia, or if you like platformers, go with Donkey Kong Bonanza. For my money, I would probably grab Donkey Kong Bonanza because, believe it or not, I'm actually replaying and about to beat it for my 2nd time, and you guys know I don't replay games. So the fact that I'm finding it so much fun, even the 2nd time through, all the complaints about how tedious it is, the 2nd time through, it's even more fun. So yeah, I'm having a blast. So yeah, just so that one, and then for a last game here, just to kind of give you a kickstart. I guess I went indie. Let's go to the AAA space. Let's throw in there. You know what? Just because you can't beat it for the price, Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade. If you haven't played that game, pick it up on Switch 2. It's very good on Switch 2. If you're looking for something that maybe you bought that on a prior platform, which I can understand because it came out, all the way back on PS4, then I would say throw out there something like Resident Evil 9 Requiem or something like that, because that's also fantastic. Dragon Quest 7 reimagined as well. Just throwing out a few AAA options out there for games that you should definitely check out and all perform and run really, really well on Switch 2. In fact, as we found out this week, if you're playing Resident Evil, put on game chat and it runs better.
Really? Huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all RE Engine games run better with game chat on. It's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
They're the only games. Most games run the same or worse, but nope, not Resident Evil, not Pragmata. Anyways, it's because The reasoning is, as the Digital Foundry discovered, is because when they shrink down your game image on the screen when you're using game chat, it also lowers the resolution. And so it lowers the resolution of the game, which therefore gives it better performance. So, anyways, so you can get smooth 60 FPS right now in Resident Evil and Pragmata if you're willing to play at like 240p. Anyways, all right, so that's my 3. I think Tabby had her hand up, wanted to go. You got some games?
I think you stole half my list. I think he's still in my notes somehow. I agree with a lot of the ones you said. I didn't get a lot into Mina before the demo kind of disappeared for a little bit off the eShop. But I have been doing Adventures of Elliot this week, and wow, I'm really been surprised with it. That's definitely going to be a first day grab for me, regardless. I actually have my little list of games in my hand. Whether you're getting Donkey Kong Bonanza, Pokopia, whatever, when you grab that bundle, get the other 2 that are being offered as well. They're absolutely worth it. I've got over 340 hours now on Pokopia alone.
Wow.
You don't get bored. If you think of builds, it's like you're hours into building them, and before you know it, it's bedtime. Just lose track of time. Bonanza, as I said last time I was on, I've played it co-op. I've played it by myself. It's just something you don't get bored with. It's a lot of fun. It's a smash game. If you've had a bad day, you get to break stuff. Hyrule Warriors, you don't go wrong with Zelda. So I love the story in it. I love how it tells the past part. And I'm always a hack and slash game player anyway. So to me, that's equally as fun. And getting to play, Rauru, Minryu, all of the past characters is just bonus. Getting to know the heroes from the past is also bonus because they didn't really go into those a lot on Tears of the Kingdom. You just knew what races they were from. You didn't really have faces to go with it. Now you've got faces. But yeah, I recently picked up Yuka Replay. I was actually quite surprised how cute this game is and how fun it is. I know Steve's told me before, pick it up. You're going to like it. Especially if you like Crash Bandicoot and stuff. So I finally picked it up, started streaming it this week, and I'm enjoying it. It's adorable. I don't want to know why Rob's laughing at me.
60 FPS. Are you running it with the patch?
No. I need to.
I haven't tried it yet with it because I beat it before it came out, and so it was 30. But that 60 FPS just came out. I think like a couple weeks ago. Curious how it is.
I didn't know about it, so I will look into it and make sure it's running.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, check it out. It should be nice.
Great. I will definitely do that because I did not do that, and I think I run this game again Friday. So
nice.
Thanks for the advice.
You got it.
But yeah, those are my main ones. I'm obviously waiting for Fortune's Weave as well. I think that's going to be a first day grab. I was a Three Houses fan, so I'm afraid of what these 2 are having going on here.
Who knows?
Sorry, the Brewers are playing, and it's hilarious. Earlier in the game, David Hamilton basically had an in-the-park home run. It doesn't count as it because of an error, because the Cubs center fielder messed up the ball, and it went all the way back to the wall. Then David Hamilton comes up again and gets a triple because he hits a fly ball way out deep to right field. It hits the right fielder in the chest and falls to the ground. And then the very next play, the pitcher overthrows the catcher, and then David Hamilton scores. The Cubs are just hilarious to watch right now. That's all.
See, I like watching the mascots. I've been watching a lot of the Colts blue mascot lately.
There you go.
It's just hysterical.
I'm not used to seeing this level of fuckery in an MLB game, right? So 4 errors for the Cubs.
It might be 5 now with the pass ball.
It's fun to be a Brewer fan today. That's all I'm going to say. All right, I'm done. Go back to game.
Pokemon ZA was my other one that I recommend if you're a Pokemon fan. If you're not, you may or may not get into it if you try it. I enjoy the gameplay of it a lot better than I have past Nintendo Pokemon games. It brings a little bit more detail into it, plus you get a little bit more speed out of it. It's not the wait your turn to see if your hits or misses or whatever. You actually have to be a little faster on your buttons. So that's been enjoyable for me. I think that's all of mine.
Nice lineup. I like it. Good choices there. Who would like to go next?
I'll go ahead and go. My list of Switch 2 games that you need to pick up. Donkey Kong Bonanza, I think, is definitely one of the games that definitely needs to be picked up. It is vibrant. Man, it's a game with a lot of color. And I think that's what the gaming community needs now, is more than just browns and blacks and high textures. But that game is in high texture and it's really, really beautiful. That needs to be picked up. Prime took mine of Final Fantasy VII because that game is just like, man, that's a beautiful game. And it's a wonderful game to play. It's quality. If we were going indie games, I highly recommend Hollow Knight, Silksong, obviously. What's really cool about Hollow Knight, and I don't know too many other games that do this. Stash probably has a better idea because, he's really into the indie scene. But playing in handheld, you can switch it to 120 hertz, so 120 frames per second, which we don't have too many of those games on the Switch, but it is very possible with that game, and it does wonders for that game. I actually play that game more handheld than I do on the TV, which is back at 60. Another game, actually, I'm going to pick out on left field. This game came out a while ago. And actually, I think it got mentioned to Angry Vigilante, but I wasn't the one who mentioned it. But
who?
Angry Vigilante. Thumper is man, that's my game.
Oh, Thumper, yeah.
Yeah, it's
classic.
Yeah. And so okay, so we're talking about visuals and all that other stuff, but this does something different. And I guess in the Nintendo scene, this is like playing catch up, but so Thumper is originally 720 60 frames, but now we have the boost mode, so it's now 1080 60 frames on handheld and docked, so you get that increased resolution. But the one thing that I really like about this is the spatial audio. As a matter of fact, the whole reason why I bought not these headphones, but a new set of headphones was really to tap into the spatial audio. I remember that being like a thing that was presented, and when we first got that big representation of the Switch Direct, and they talked about spatial audio, and it was cool to hear the little galloping going from one ear to the other, even though most of us have regular headphones. But I'm like, I really need to know what exactly that does. And in that game, it just that and Zelda really changing atmospheric and everything. So I definitely recommend, if you have spatial audio headphones, to pick that game up. And if you don't, they often go on sale, so definitely pick one up. And with that being said, since I spoke of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, definitely got to pick up Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, you have to pay, what is it, $5 for the upgrade, but dang, that you won't know unless you play the original Switch with that game.
Is that not a free one? I'm sorry, I thought that was a free upgrade.
It's free if you have NSO, the top premium tier.
So that's probably why I thought it was free, because I paid for that. My bad.
Yeah. So, and I got it free too, but
right.
Yeah, but even just that boost, boy, oh boy, with the HDR and a more solid 60. Oh man, it changes the game. All puns intended. And the last game, I'm actually gonna say, is Cyberpunk. I've played through that game on PC, which from its inception all the way until how everybody loved it at that point. To be honest with you, I liked it all the way through. I know I'm one of those rare few, but the game now, especially on the Switch, I think it blows my mind that game is still, it runs as well as it does for Switch. And it's absolutely a great game. And you get the DLC with it too on top of that. So you're not paying any extra with that pack in at $70. And I know it's not really a talking point anymore, but the whole game is on the cartridge. So, you know, if you like that kind of thing, it's there for you. But yes, those are my must-have pickups if you have plenty of money in your pocket after you pick up the Switch.
Nice list, dude. Love them.
Hell yeah.
Great picks.
I got mine. I've
Let's hear
debated it. So out of the bundles, I think I've come to the conclusion that Pokopia is probably the widest net that you can cast. I know Mario Kart exists. However, I say this because Pokopia is fun for the person who just wants to like experience a story and a single player fun adventure. But it's also good for folks who like that open-endedness and player choice and like the Minecraftness of those types of games. And it hits the cozy sim. It hits so many different demographics and does them all so well that I just feel like that's like the easiest, widest net. I think it's the most enjoyable experience out of everything. I love Mario Kart World. I love DK Bonanza, but I think what I was going back and looking at it, I'm like, I think the most fun I've had so far out of those three games was Pokopia right now. So I picked Pokopia. The other two are still also fantastic, and I do recommend picking them up. If I had to like put them in order, though, I would say Pokopia, Mario Kart, DK. That's how I would rank it. My other picks some of them aren't necessarily Switch 2 exclusive, but I've had fantastic experiences playing them on Switch 2. Deltarune, chapters 1 through 3, or excuse me, 1 through 4. Chapter 5 is coming out very soon. It's slated. It's no confirmed date, but it's slated probably sometime this summer. So there's only 7 chapters supposedly left of that game. So, you know, hop on it now, right? That's just one of the most beautiful games of all time. Literally half my channel is dedicated to it. It's a great time. So I always recommend Deltarune.
It's probably important to note too that if you buy it,
you get the rest of it.
Yeah, you get the rest of the chapters, guys. So it's a one-time buy, which is pretty awesome. Yep.
$25, you get 7 chapters of content. And the amount of I would argue the amount of game time and content that's in the game at this moment is worth a $70 AAA experience, genuinely. And you're getting it for $25, and you're getting, I mean, it's just ridiculous. You probably spend, 3 or 4 hours per chapter, sometimes longer. But anyways, next up, I'll say Tomodachi Life, because man, I did not think I was going to I like Tomodachi Life, but man, I did not think I was going to get as hooked on Tomodachi Life as I did. And it is a fun ass game. That's just a fun one. It's just so good. I just love it. I think anyone should experience it, whether you're making your friends and family in it, or you're putting, Justin Bieber and Obama and making them fall in love, like who knows? And then my last one, though, I think is the better kart racer, and if you even want to call it that, Air Riders. That is the most fun I've had playing. The most fun I've had playing a Switch 2 exclusive Nintendo game. I loved Air Riders. It's a great multiplayer experience. It has a great multiplayer scene. Playing, I don't know what they did, but they injected some sort of addicting just experience into the city trials. It has a great story mode. I think it's one of the best games on Switch 2. It's the best Nintendo first party games that's on Switch 2 experiences. And I cannot recommend it more. I think it's like one of my favorite games of the Switch 2 generation so far. Hopefully there's more to come, but it's up there. It's like top 3 for me, if not number 1. So that would be my like top 4. I know I said 3, but I figured I gave 2 kind of like smaller, not technically Switch 2 game exclusive games. But that's like my 3 or 4. So
it's a good list. Solid, man.
Yeah,
really solid.
Thank you. I want to hear what Stash got. Stash, what the hell you got?
I'll go last.
You go last. You go last. So I guess you're the host of you're the host of the topic, so I guess you go last. Yeah.
All right. Out of the bundle, for me, I would say Donkey Kong Bonanza. I mean, that's right. I've only played 2 out of the 3. And I've had more fun with Bonanza over Mario Kart. So that'd be the one out of the bundle that I'd recommend. I haven't played Pokopia, so I'm sorry I can't say either way on that one.
Right.
But as for my AAA recommendations, I'm going to go actually a little bit older with my AAA and indie recommendations. But if you guys haven't tried the Mario and Rabbids series, definitely recommend it. The first game I think is better than the second for Mario and Rabbids, but they're both pretty damn good games. And then actually I have 3 indies. Lucky Squire. I absolutely loved that game.
You sure did.
That's a good one. That's a great game.
I've only gotten a little ways into this one, but I've had a really fun time. Ruffy in the Riverside.
Yeah.
And then one last one that Nate and I played on stream a couple times, but Boomerang Fu. That game, if you have not played it, it is so much fun. You got to play it with people. The bots are, pretty jokey, but if you play it against some people, holy cow, that game is fun. I definitely recommend it.
It's a good lineup. Some oldies, but some goodies.
Yeah, I don't have any a lot of newer Switch 2 games, so I'm just digging into my backlog and going, okay, this one hasn't been mentioned. This one hasn't been mentioned. I like it.
Yeah.
Right.
Nothing wrong with it.
Great picks. I'll blast through these for us. Okay. So for the bundle, again, you should pick what you want. But if you need direction, if you want advice, I would say Mario Kart. Because again, you buy Mario Kart with every Nintendo console. It is the most expensive game. You will probably have friends that end up buying a Nintendo Switch 2 or getting it, as a gift if you're younger. And you're going to want to get good at the game. You're not going to have to rely on your friends to go over to their house and play it to try and get good. You won't have time for that. Because once you get there, it's time to compete. That's how it works. So personally, yeah, I would get Mario Kart. And also, the game it is today is not the game it's going to be years from now. So it's almost like investing in it early. That game's going to change a ton. It's going to have more content. You're going to get more bang for your buck there in more ways than one, because the game's going to improve a lot. And again, because it's $80 game, and you'd be getting it, for free, essentially. However, I would still say pick up DK, no doubt. And if you're into the cozy stuff, get Pokopia. I haven't played it, but my God, do people love it. Tabby, you said over 300 hours?
Yeah.
340?
340 when I looked the other day. I haven't been on today to get my little, they have specials every day. And I try to at least log on for that. Sometimes I wind up logging on just to get that. And then it's like, nope, I'm at it for another 2 hours.
Yeah. Dude, that gets you. So 2K, in my heyday of playing NBA 2K, they always got the daily logins. And yeah, I know what you mean. You're like, yeah, I'm just going to log in real quick so I can get my free stuff. And then I got to go do this, right? And then it's like, let me see if there's anything else new real quick.
It's been a while. I had the Fire Emblem game on the mobile, and I used to do it for that too, or the Pokemon Go for that, and I'd get in trouble at work.
I believe that. I believe it. A lot of people actually at Lone Depot were playing the Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I had no idea people were into this, at my work. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll blow through these. Breath of the Wild and Tears. If you don't own it, buy it. Obviously on Switch 2. Again, it's hard to say how you're going into this. If you don't have a Switch and Switch 2 is your first console, right? Buy all of these Switch 1 games. Pretty much they got free Switch 2 upgrades. So I'm talking like Mario Odyssey, probably New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe. If you're into Pokemon, get one of the Pokemon games, Scarlet or Violet. Now that it's got that obviously improved frame rate. Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury. And then again, like you got Breath, Tears, Link's Awakening, Echoes of Wisdom. Link's Awakening and Echoes got free Switch 2 upgrades. So that's a good place to get bang for your buck. Fantasy Life, Michaela's loved that game. That I think had an upgrade for $2.99, if I recall. Again, great bang for your buck there. And it's in the title, The Girl Who Steals Time. That game, if you allow it to, it'll steal your time, like big time. So that's a good one. The Galaxy 1 and 2 HD. 100%. Those, I said in my review as well, there's so much talk about the price of it. And it's like, look, if you go to Metacritic right now, top 10 games of all time, Galaxy 1 and 2 are in the top 5. Just buy it, if you haven't played it, go play these games. And then third party, get Final Fantasy VII Remake, get Rebirth in 2 weeks. Comes out June 3rd. Get that 100%. I enjoyed Rebirth more than Remake considerably, and I really love both. Get basically everything from Square Enix. Dragon Quest VII that just came out, Octopath Traveler 0, Dragon Quest 1+2 HD, and Dragon Quest 3 HD because that has a free Switch 2 upgrade. And then Final Fantasy Tactics is like perfect for Switch 2. Such a great game for Switch 2 to be able to play that handheld. Adventures of Elliot. I know a lot of stuff about this game. I can't speak about. Get it. Indiana Jones, get it. Get the Resident Evil bundle. Like, consider all this stuff, right? Don't buy all this at the same time. You'll go into analysis paralysis and you won't know what to play. Fallout 4, man, I got to tell you, watched Michaela play it. I'm like, damn, this looks so good. And I was looking over her shoulder, watching her play in handheld. I couldn't believe how good it looked. And Bethesda actually sent me a code recently. Thank you to them. I got to play it as well. I was just going to have Michaela lend it to me. But man, that game is nice. I'm surprised how good it looks. Red Dead Redemption, again, got a Switch 2 upgrade. Trails in the Sky, first chapter. Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. Chronos. Ys X Proud Nordics runs at 120 frames per second on Switch 2. I reviewed that game. Excellent game. Memoir I'm playing right now. Review will be coming not too far from now. And I will recommend Metroid Prime 4. I love that game. Look, guys, you cannot go wrong. There's so many great games, but if you want to save some money, get all those free Switch 2 upgrades. And then I gotta spout out some indie games, okay? Mina, Hades 2, Elementalist, just reviewed that. Very much like Zelda. Under the Island, very much like Zelda. Quartet, just reviewed that. Mini Shoot Adventures, surprisingly, a lot like Zelda. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. This was just on sale for like $2.99. It's a Switch 2 game. It's basically Turtles meets Hades. So if you like Hades and you like Turtles, you should totally buy this game, especially at that price. That comes with like all the content too, which was crazy. Yooka-Laylee, The Rogue Prince of Persia. If you like roguelites, amazing game. One of the first games I reviewed for Switch 2, Fast Fusion. Dude, that game is awesome if you like F-Zero, if you like Hydro Thunder. excellent game. Again, it's like $15. Hollow Knight got a Switch 2 upgrade. Believe it was a free one. Silk Song, of course. And then Ball X Pit is really cool as well. Again, guy, I review so many indie games. So there's so many I could say, but all of those are absolute bangers. Okay. That's it. You can't go wrong. And I'd also say we're going to talk about it in a little bit, but NSO, really consider getting that. If you're younger and you haven't played a lot of these games on NSO, for instance, let's say, I'm 41. Let's say you're near late teens, early 20s, and you haven't played the NES games and SNES and N64 and all this, GameCube, you should totally get that. The value there is insane, and that alone could keep you busy. I know you'd want to play other games, but hypothetically, that alone could keep you busy. There's people out there who've never played A Link to the Past, Super Mario World, Mario 64, all these games that are on there, you could sink so much time into, and that would give you a crazy bang for your buck. So there you go.
I don't know why I raised my hand, but honorable mention. Can I speak, Teach? Honorable mention to a game that also is coming out soon as well, Star Fox. So if you if you're like on the fence about playing the remake of Star Fox, then it is available to you on the eShop as well. So
yeah, and please buy it.
Yeah, because we need more Star Fox.
Exactly.
Heck yeah.
Stash, good segue into the next topic with your
Thanks,
get the NSO, get the NSO stuff.
So what are we talking about, Eric?
Not the NSO? No. The future of NSO. NSO has gotten a price hike in Japan and South Korea, and that got Nate thinking, what is the future of NSO? What do we think for upcoming games to the platform? Should the platform add new tiers and expand, maybe include older Switch 1 games like PlayStation Network and Xbox do? How do we feel about the service overall? Where can it get better? And what do we think the future realistically looks like? Tabby, you want to go?
Sure.
Maybe you don't have to, otherwise we can.
Okay,
It's fine.
I don't have a lot on notes on this because me personally, I'm happy with where NSO is. I have a PlayStation Essential, PlayStation Plus, whatever you want to call it, account. I'm not happy with it. You don't get a lot of good games as far as the free games every month. If you've got the next two tiers, you might get a little bit better games sometimes and access to better games, but it's still super expensive. You're the only person on that account. So in my opinion, I don't think Nintendo should be taking points from PlayStation or Xbox. I think they need to focus more on getting more games out to what we have. I would like to see more of the GameCube games that we were promised finally come out. There's definitely a bigger list of games on the N64 they could be hitting us with. Let's focus more on getting those out and building on the titles they have. I mean, if they got to raise the price a little bit, fine. They're still cheaper than Xbox. They're still cheaper than PlayStation. I have the family expanded account. My brother helps me pay for it because he's also on our account. You can't do that with the other two. So, in my opinion, I think Nintendo needs to keep doing what they're doing to keep it affordable for the families that are here and are for the future people who want to be here. Because if they keep going with those prices, that's just not going to happen. That's all.
Nice. Vlam, you want to go?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to echo the GameCube sentiment, man. The GameCube games need to get down there. They announced the other day that they were putting on stuff on the Virtual Boy again. And I was just like, okay, well, now the entire library of this theoretical generation of console, it wasn't really even a thing, It was, but you know what I'm saying. It was more of a gimmick than anything. Is now on this thing, and we still don't even have like more than I don't think there's even 10 GameCube games on there yet. And that library, in my opinion, is so much more vast and diverse, and is literally has full of so much more rich experiences. This doesn't mean to like dunk on the Virtual Boy, but come on, man. We got some franchises. Most of the big franchises started on GameCube. Like a lot of them. Not most, sorry. A lot of them. Like we got Pikmin, we got like what else did we get? I'm trying to think of more on top. Man, we got the Prime series. We got the what's that? What did
Animal
you say?
Crossing.
We got Animal Crossing. Technically, it was in N64, but in America, yes, on the GameCube. Yeah, I mean, just Luigi's Mansion. That's one of my favorite games of all time. Love that game. But anyways, all that being said, that'd be great if they ported that on. I think is that one ported? I don't think so. It's ported like as a different experience. But anyways, yeah. So I just think we need that. I don't think there's a lot you can do to improve the experience or like what you can offer. Really, I think it offers a lot of good stuff as a deal. I think obviously, pricing wise, comparatively, it's already at a good deal. But I mean, obviously, if you shave a couple dollars off, it doesn't hurt, right? And I think maybe you could offer some sort of tier or some sort of benefit to people that like maybe pay for the full year in advance. Maybe you can be like, oh, you pay for the full year in advance, you get a cool badge, or like you get a cool icon picture or whatever. I would hate for them to paywall this feature, but I mean, if it means bringing themes to the Switch too, then like so be it. Maybe we can get some themes probably going on, or maybe you don't have to keep paying to have the themes, but to have access and at least set it, you have to have it for at least a month, right? I think that'd be a really cool feature, and have it just like a library of themes, or maybe themes come to the Switch, and there's some basic ones, but if you have the nice NSO tier, you have access to like the full library, and you can just swap them out whenever, or you can buy them individually. So any of those options I think would be fantastic. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So short and sweet, nothing. I think it's a pretty damn good service, all things considered, other than lack of GameCube games.
Fair enough. Sandstorm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go a little bit wider, but I'm gonna start off close, make my way out. As far as where we are now and what wants to happen, I agree. Well, they're on this side. I agree with both of them. The GameCube needs to be expanded out more. I think we don't really have that like big, to me, that big list of like Nintendo games yet. I'm still personally waiting for Wave Race, still waiting for 1080p 1080 Avalanche. But even if we start expanding out to some of the third parties that had like some of the bigger hits, Beautiful Joe comes to mind. Getting games like those. I know it's not going to happen. This is my huge wishful thinking, but Tales of Symphonia, if that showed up, I would just right here. But what I'm saying is, I think it's when we start getting more of those like Nintendo IPs, then maybe we can start branching out to some of the third-party developers who were like really successful in the system, because we've seen that before. We've seen it from the N64, we've seen it from the Super Nintendo, we've seen it from the NES. Obviously, not all of those games come over. Like we never got Chrono Trigger, and we know that sold well. But some of those games that are a little bit closer, I think they need to start bringing those out. And when we start getting those games, then I feel like every tier has had something that kind of goes along with that generation, if you would. So we got the NES and the Super NES. So there was like two of those together. Then we got the 64 and the Sega Genesis. Both of those went together. I personally, I know Nintendo probably would. I personally don't put the game, the Virtual Boy with the GameCube. I don't think that's it. I I would call that a separate initiative. But if we were to launch something next to the GameCube as well, Dreamcast, maybe throw the Dreamcast out there. That way there's another piece there. I'm sure they can get a conversation going with Sega in this time and age and get some of those games to come over there, because games like Sonic Adventures 2, perfect. It was on the GameCube as well, so it's not like it's like too far away. You know what I mean? So I think we can do Dreamcast. I think that's possible. If we were talking about trying to get more money out of people, but giving them an incentive to do so, and this is further down the road. Let's just say, for all intents and purposes, it is just Ramageddon is just like continuously hitting hard. Like we're entering like World War II levels of Ramageddon, just messing up the economy. You know what I mean? I think that we finally unleash the Wii and the DS line, or even have GameCube and DS. It's not impossible for us to waggle our remotes with the Switch 2 controllers, and they come default with every Switch anyway, so it's not like anybody has to buy any extra controllers or accessories or anything like that. But I'm sure they would drop extra accessories. I, for one, will definitely pick one up if it's in the form of a Wii controller. But I think we can start slowly getting into the Wii games. As a matter of fact, I feel like that's like the ace in the hole. Like really to get back into that Wii and be like, hey, remember Wii Sports? It's back. You know, I think that's real easy. I also too think like the DS line. I mean, there's amazing games on there. We've kind of seen them drop Fire Red and Leaf Green as a separate game. I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing some other generations with that. DS is Black and White, and Black and White 2, I want to say. So those games could easily come over as separate pieces, because I don't think Nintendo or the Pokemon Company will want them under a NSO. But I say all that to say there's plenty of room in the GameCube to drop games, and even if you wanted to expand out that legacy, even going Sega, but even if you wanted to go up another tier and have people pay extra for even that, like I'm comfortable. Let's see, how much more was the GameCube? Was it another 30?
What do you mean? Oh, like in the NSO, or what do you?
Yeah, for NSO.
I mean, if you get it's the same tier as if you did I think N64.
N64.
It's just part of that. It's like whatever the super tier is from the base one.
It's $50.
I don't know. I forget what that
for
price
the year
difference is.
Okay, so
and
even if
it's 20 for the regular, so you're right, $30.
So even if I dare say 70, $75 for the year, like I would pay that for Wii and DS, NSO. Oh, easily. But yeah, I think there's plenty of room to grow. I don't think it's something that they should necessarily worry in that front. And to be honest with you, I think out of all three of the companies, they have like the best when it comes to legacy, like being able to play legacy games in the format that you want to play them in their original format, but also you can still play them online with friends instead of just being stuck to couch co-op. You get the bang for your buck for that.
We need Wii Sports back so badly. Like, I'm not Switch Sports. Like, Switch Sports is all right, but man,
Wii Sports would take over. I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, people would be on that again. especially if you had like the online multiplayer. Oh my god, can you imagine?
Yeah. Game chat. Oh, easily.
Yeah,
Easily.
that's what Switch Sports was supposed to be, man. That's what it was supposed to be.
Nice. Stashman, you want to go?
Yeah. So I got a few on here that were predictions on the bingo card. I'll just start with that. I want DS and Wii games. That was a prediction. It's the Wii's 20th anniversary here in November. Hard to believe.
Crazy.
Yeah, I think I really I believe that's in the plans.
Surely, right?
Yeah, honestly, I think the Joy-Con, the mouse Joy-Con is going to do wonders for Wii games. Wouldn't be surprised. That was one of the reasons, one of the factors for doing this was knowing that we're going to do this. Because look, Nintendo would know that they're going to be doing Wii and DS games years ago. It's not like they figured it out last Monday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This would have been built into how they build out the Switch too. They do long-term planning. So I expect that, guys. And you mentioned Sandstorm. That's like the ace in the hole, and I agree. That was literally what I had also said at the beginning of the year with my prediction on that. That's going to bring so many people in. So many people love the DS and the Wii. I mean, they both sold well over 100 million hardware. Obviously, DS one was at 155, and that'd just be massive. Okay, that would get a lot of casuals back too. Not to say that there's not a lot of casuals, but it would be like the Blue Ocean strategy kind of all over again, potentially. So that aside, I still want to see Mother 3. It's also the 20th anniversary of Mother 3. And look, before someone in chat says just go buy it or go do this, I already have it. I own it. I own it physically with the fan translation. I've had it for many years. This isn't about me. It's about everybody else who doesn't know how to do that or doesn't have the hardware. I would just like to see that happen really for everybody else. I've already got my fix. Chrono Trigger on the SNES. Where's that? That should be on there.
Yeah.
Super Mario RPG should be on there. I know we got the remake, but GameStop's selling it for $15 right now. Party's over. Let's get that on the Super Nintendo. Some people want to experience the original. I really like to see the broadcast satellite. That's also something that I brought up long before. Was it Nash Weedle? I think brought it up. I mentioned the 64DD and the broadcast satellite, but I think the broadcast satellite is more doable. 64DD, there's just not a lot to do there. You have the Ocarina of Time Master Quest, and you have the F-Zero expansion kit, and like Mario Artist. And that's about the extent of it that would make sense. But with broadcast satellite, you could at least bring over the Legend of Zelda, which I actually have on my shelf behind me. That game. Ancient Stone Tablets, that'd be awesome. Fire Emblem was on there. And then Radical Dreamers, which was like a visual novel, which Radical Dreamers actually came out on Switch. They re-released it. But it was a side story to Chrono Trigger that was on the broadcast satellite that never, came out here until that came out. And then they have the BS F-Zero Grand Prix 2, which again, give everyone another F-Zero fix. On the 64 front, yeah, we should get Smash, DK64, Diddy Kong, and Conker's Bad Fur Day. Would love to see all of those, right? As far as third parties go, you guys, we all know it's a crapshoot when it comes to licensing. I could sit here all day and say that I want NBA Hang Time, and that I want NBA on NBC presents NBA Showtime, and that I want NFL Blitz and NHL Hits and Slugfest. And I could say that I want No Mercy and WCW versus NWO Revenge. But the reality is, all of those games have crazy licenses to get around, and it's probably not going to happen, right? And if it was, it would have already happened. Not to say we'll never will. I leave the door open, but reality is it's probably not going to happen, which is why I'm not saying those. Yes, and NBA Street 2, Inspector Void, yes, that too, all of them. Those aren't happening. However, on the GameCube front, I think we have a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so obviously, I had on my bingo card Wave Race Blue Storm. You guys know I want to see that. I think it makes sense for a summer title.
Oh yeah.
I think you can't. I mean, you can, but I just don't think it would be smart. It would be wise to release Wave Race in the summer. Mario Sunshine, obviously, in the summer. You release Eternal Darkness around Halloween. We already got Luigi's Mansion last year.
That's right.
That's on NSO. So, stick within your themes. Themes do wonders. They really do. They really help things out. Mario Golf Toadstool Tour. Love that game. Release it during the Masters, right?
Fantastic one.
Yeah, make it make sense. Mario Baseball. Release it during the playoffs. When the playoffs start, or the World Series, or opening day. Your choice.
Especially if Shohei's back at the World Series. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude. It's so easy to make it make sense. Sonic Adventure, obviously 1 and 2. I want to see those. Sonic Adventure again. That is very much feels like a summer title as well, with the game's theme and the music. One game that I wanted immediately with GameCube NSO. When I say immediately, I'm just saying I don't expect it immediately, but it's something I wanted right off the bat. That's Phantasy Star Online with online play, right?
Yeah,
because I've talked about this. There's people who still have a server up for Phantasy Star on Dreamcast. They're running their own private servers. I'm like, dude, that'd be badass. I love Phantasy Star Online. That was something that my cousin Jim and that was like the first game outside of NBA 2K that we played online and actually interacted with people. And it was so much fun to play, an RPG online back in the day. So that'd be really great. Monkey Ball 1 and 2. Monkey Ball was synonymous with GameCube for the longest time.
That's true.
I bought it launch day, both of them, 1 and 2, when they came out. Love those games. Star Fox Adventures, man.
Great games. Great games.
Yeah, dude, got to strike while that iron's hot with Fox McCloud.
You throw another one on there, like this comes out in the summertime or wintertime, or even just at the end of the summer. Say, oh, you haven't gone it yet? Try this one out too while you're at it.
Yeah, 100%. Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. I want to play that online because back in the day, you needed your 4 friends with your Game Boy Advance. And we did have 4 friends, thankfully, that we were able to play that game. And it was so much fun. But at the same time, this was when we were in high school. And yeah, I was busy. We were all busy. We were all working. I was working 2 jobs at one point in school and basketball, girlfriend, and my friends were doing stuff. And, a lot of time when I was playing video games, it was in class with the GBA SP. Thank God for that backlight. No more warm light, and I can actually play in school. That's how I did it because I was after school. I'm working.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. Get that over there too. I think.
Oh my God, I forgot that's on GameCube. Yeah.
People would love to see that. Like, that's my realistic stuff. Look, like Beautiful Joe, I think could come. I love those games. Again, those are games I had pre-ordered back in the day at Best Buy. Tales of Symphonia. I don't think it would come over, and the reason why is because we have that remake.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, which it wasn't a great. When I say remake, it was a remaster, and it wasn't really up to par on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, love that game though. That was another one I had pre-ordered back in the day. And then, guys, as far as consoles, like I said, the DS and Wii, but we should get the Dreamcast over. Like, I would love to see that. Skies of Arcadia. I either want that on Dreamcast or I want that on GameCube, because it came out on GameCube as well, and that's an amazing RPG. The IP was renewed within the last 12 months as well. So I'm wondering what's going on with that. Virtua Tennis. Dude, Virtua Tennis is the absolute shit. I don't play tennis in real life or anything. I'll tell you what, Virtua Tennis is an amazing game. Anyone who's played it loves it. You can pick up and play it. It's one of those games, easy to learn, hard to master. And you can get these crazy volleys going on. Speaking of that, Beach Spikers on GameCube is like Virtua Tennis, but it's sand volleyball. Same kind of gameplay. Great. The House of the Dead. Daytona, USA. Crazy Taxi. Shenmue. Jet Set Radio. First Soul Calibur. That was a launch title. That was a $99.99 game. Ready to Rumble Boxing is also really fun. And it ran very good on Dreamcast. On 64 was, I think, 30, maybe 30 frames. It's probably 20 frames per second, to be honest with you. But Dreamcast, it was silky smooth. It was very good. Inspector Void said Soul Calibur 2. We already have that. That's on. There's a launch title for GameCube NSO. So I'm not going to mention that again, but in the GameCube, obviously had the best version because we got Link. So look, guys, this is not even a complete list or anything. I just thought of this quickly. These are all things, though, that we should get. I will give Nintendo credit for one, improving NSO. Like when N64 came out, we had the input lag.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was so bad.
Yeah, dude, they fixed that. They added CRT filters that actually look good. The button mapping has been added, which is a big deal. GameCube looks great. The CRT filter, they continue to rework that. And like the fact that we can play some of these games online, like you can play Tech Mobile on the NES, NSO with game chat. Like that's really cool, actually. So I'd like to see more stuff like that. But dude, to me, this is the best deal in gaming as far as any sort of subscription service. Game Pass, obviously.
Gutted.
Yeah,
they kind of rolled it back, but yeah.
Yeah, they raised the price, they rolled it back. We'll see what happens. But as far as like something for your old games, like an old game catalog, this is really cool. There's a lot to love there. And again, like if you're new to this, if you haven't played these games, my God, like you're getting such an insane value by getting this. And there's a lot of people who did not grow up playing GameCube and 64 and SNES. Like think about that. So yeah, I see some folks in chat saying 3DS on the NSO. I think they're just going to continue to grab some games from 3DS and port them over.
Yeah.
We still need, obviously, Link Between Worlds and Metroid, Samus Returns. Those are two really strong candidates to bring over to Switch 2. I think, obviously, they start with DS and Wii. And I don't think they'd come out at the same time. I don't think they'd drop two consoles. Yeah. But I am curious what they'd release first. Wii or DS.
I would hope it would be the Wii, but I would have a feeling that it would be DS.
I kind of do too. Yeah, that's kind of like because after seeing the Castlevania Dominus collection, obviously those are DS games, and after seeing just how well that worked out too,
Mm-hmm.
like like the door's open, man.
Yeah.
You got to burst through it now. Like, we've seen it. This works great. Let's do it. Let's do it with all the games now. It would be crazy. There's a lot of games there, so there's a lot to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think? Any other consoles we could add? You want some 3DO? You want some Atari Jaguar?
I mean, if they're doing DS, then like, yeah, all right, start porting over the 3DS library, right? I mean, I don't know how you would really do DS because it's like you either have to have that that prototype second screen people have been passing around on Twitter, which I think would be awesome. But thinking about how heavy the damn console is already, I'm like, whew, I don't know. Most people wouldn't be able to. It'd be a lot, you know.
I really want to
maybe
see
like
that.
super light or something. What's up?
I want to see that second screen. That was one of my predictions. That second screen. Look, hey man, if you can sell that Virtual Boy that I got on the floor right here for $100, and basically make yourself sore by playing it, obviously. Like you gotta take some ibuprofen before you play this thing, because your body's gonna hurt or you're gonna get a headache or both. But
yeah,
if they can sell that,
yeah, you make fair points.
They could sell it, anything.
I just wonder if the ergonomics of it would work. Like I think you'd have to make the screen thin enough to, just not really add too much weight. But I mean, I could also see it. I don't know. You probably would just have dead screen space on the bottom, the main screen of the Switch, and then you just have the attachment on the top. I think it could work. I think it could work tenfold. You use the top USB-C port, just pops into that. Easy.
Yep.
I think that'd be the coolest and neatest way to do it. And then you can still technically do games without it, but it'll be like sideways or look silly.
Yeah, it'll be like how
the
they
two
did
screens next to each other. But yeah,
Castlevania Dominus Collection, and even Mega Man Star Force Legacy Collection. I just reviewed that like 2 months ago. Those are the DS games, and they're honestly, it was really cool. There was no problem playing it like that. So I think either way works. Like, hey, you can have it this way, or if you want to spend the money, you can buy the screen. We'll sell it to you from Nintendo Direct, just like the Virtual Boy.
I have an idea. What if they made that screen kind of like they did with the Wii U? You've got your console docked. You're playing it on the TV. You've got the second screen in your hands. You save yourself.
How would they? Because is the console is the docked? Can it communicate via docked?
You use the original Switch. You use the original Switch.
The original Switch. There you go.
That's how you would. Yeah, I guess you could do that for Wii U games. I guess. Yeah, that'd be crazy. It'd be cool.
Would I think they definitely have more up their sleeve, right? They have more games we need, and there's more consoles that they can add. So it's just a matter of what they're gonna do, when and what first, right? Should be fun though. It's always fun.
Oh yeah.
That was nothing less than I expected from you. That was a great list. Nate, you want to go?
Sure. After he just embarrassed me with his list. So look, guys, I'm obviously the resident. I don't really give two craps about NSO. I don't read games. I don't care about any of this retro library stuff. None of it matters to me. Like they could not have it at all, and it literally wouldn't matter to me. Just like Virtual Console didn't really matter to me much. That being said, I know it matters to a lot of people, right? So I've never been one to be like, oh my God, boo on this stuff. Don't give them what they want. Screw all this. No, we need more GameCube games. That's like the biggest thing right now is they are very, very slow with the GameCube editions, and I don't know why. They haven't even released all the ones they've announced. It's been almost a year.
Yep.
And we still don't even have all the ones they announced a year ago, back in April of last year. They announced GameCube NSO coming to Switch 2. And we still don't even have all the games they showed off back then. It's I don't understand what they're doing. I don't know why it's taking so long. Maybe they need to dedicate more manpower as the consoles get more complicated, of course, as they start adding the more modern systems. And I get it. We're talking about GameCube, right? Not exactly modern, but a lot more modern than N64, right? Just like if they ever add Wii, if they ever add DS, like you guys were talking about, more modern, it's going to take more effort. So, maybe they need to start putting some more money and some more manpower into it. I don't know. Whatever they need to do to fix the fact that GameCube has literally, as Andres Restart proved to me in a debate on the old podcast, a better library than the N64. And
I would
yeah,
have to agree with him on that.
it is missing a shitload of games.
Yeah.
Of course, it's only been here a year, but it's not that it's been a year. It's been a year and they've updated it like once. Like we need to get more additions for GameCube. Setting aside that, one thing that doesn't get talked about very often, but I think is even more essential now that we have Game Chat, is messaging. Why can we not message people like at all? If I want to organize a game chat, I get it. Talk to them on Discord or whatever. It's not like I've had a hard time organizing game chats when I've wanted to do it, because obviously you're game chatting with people on your friends list. Those are people that you probably can get a hold of in some other way. But I should be able to separate that. I like to separate, a little bit of pleasure from life. And so sometimes, I want to go on my Xbox and set up a play session of Madden with a buddy of mine. I'll just message him on Xbox instead of texting him. Why? Separation of church and state, lets me enjoy the game and kind of keep that separate from glancing at my phone. I'll give you an example of why I don't always want to glance at my phone, although in this case I need to. You see that? That's red. That's my son's blood sugar. That's called an emergency. We already dealt with it, but that's not the point. The point is I don't always want to look at my phone because it's intertwined. There's too much shit. I like to separate things out sometimes. When I pick up my Switch 2, I just want a game. I don't want to have to pick up my phone to go on Discord and text people to come play with me. I should just be able to hit up my friends list on my Switch 2 and be like, hey man, you up? You want to play a game? Hey, I'm about to Fortnite, about to hop into Mario Kart. You want to come on? So it's just something that's basic. And I don't want to hear about Nintendo, and the reason they don't do it is they're worried about protecting the children. Dude, everyone else has messaging systems. You wipe your responsibilities with the TOS. We know parents are going to suck. It is what it is. You literally have video chat. The excuse is gone. You're letting people hook up cameras and collecting data, I'm sure, from that shit too. So, the excuse is gone. You're letting video chat happen. You let messaging happen. We need messaging. Needs to be there. You have it in your games, for crying out loud. People drawing inappropriate art in Splatoon every day.
They're doing the Lord's work, okay? Leave the Splatoon artists alone.
I never report. It's funny. There are children running around in this game.
Right.
They're splashing. They're getting a little too wet in that game.
Dude, that AO3 artists are born in a Splatoon lobby. Come on, man.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, you already have ways in some of your individual games to like message people and do images and stuff. So like just get off your high horse, let people message so they can set up play sessions and stuff. That's a very basic thing and something I would expect for any subscription service. Because I'm going to be honest, the only reason I have NSO is because I have to. If you took online play away from it and let it be free like it once was, I would not give you a fucking dime for NSO. So what would make me give you a dime? That's where I kind of approach this question, because okay, I don't care about the retro library. The only reason I have it is because you're forcing me. So what would make me not feel bad about paying for this? Give me all of your DLC in the top tier.
Yeah, that's good.
All of it. Switch 2 updates, Switch 2 edition, top tier. I already bought the base game back on Switch.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't do that off of RIP. Like I thought, like we said that with Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, I was like really shocked they didn't just make that a benefit of the top tier for like the Mario Party and all the other Nintendo Switch 2 editions, which let's be real, this might be its own topic. I hope they never fucking do that again, because the vast majority of them respectfully suck. They're not worth the money. But otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, it's like someone brought up in the chat that like you can write notes. It's like, yeah, for yourself. It's just a note for you about your friend. You're not actually talking to your friend.
Right.
There's a big difference between writing a note being like, hey, this is dumbass because he keeps changing his username every day, versus me being like, hey, dumbass, do you want to play a game? There's a big difference. One's for me, one's me trying to get their attention to come play with me. So, yeah, I think that's just something that needs to be in there. And again, the whole idea of putting DLC, the Switch 2 editions on the top tier, and I'm saying the top tier because now you're talking about free content. Yeah, that to me, I think would be a huge, huge value add. Again, they did it with Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I was hoping that was going to be a trend. We had Mario Kart 8 DLC was that way as well. You got it through NSO. Well, obviously some people bought it, but yeah, I would like to see that, because you do that and all of a sudden it's like, okay, I buy enough Nintendo games that I'm going to play enough of the DLC that it's actually worth the money every year just to get the DLC. And then there might be certain DLC I like that, all right, maybe I decide to buy it on its own if I ever want to cancel my sub. But, I think another thing they could do, and this is something where they would be borrowing from PlayStation and Xbox, would be offer game discounts. Offer game discounts for being subbed. What's 5% off the eShop going to do for you? And you know what, Nintendo, you can offer for any game because you get a 30% cut of every game. You just take it out of your cut.
Well, it could even be built into the existing systems too, because they have the little gold points when you get a little bit back when you buy games. At least, or maybe don't anymore. Yeah, you used to. So like you could do that. Like you could just give people 5% back of their purchase, which I guess they just kind of stopped doing that recently. But
yeah, they stopped the gold coin thing. So I was thinking, hey, just do your own private discounts just for NSO members that. People might not think it's a big deal. You're like, oh, I'll just wait for that big Nintendo sale. And then you see the big Nintendo sale and you see like, oh man, look, Mario Kart World in 2 years for the holidays. They're selling it for 45. I'm like, yeah, but when you're an NSO member, it's 30.
Yeah.
You get that better deal because you're paying for access to get those better deals. And that's a thing. People pay for access to get coupons and better deals all the time. I pay for a membership at Costco just because I get better deals at Costco, So I look for stuff like that to be value add, stuff that I actually care about, stuff that I am spending money on that it can maybe save a little and actually make me feel good about the subscription and make me more willing to suggest that people subscribe outside of, well, if you want to play online games for any purchased game that's AAA or Nintendo, you got to have it. So I guess you got to waste $20 a year. Or, hey, how about instead of wasting $20 a year, it's like, no, man, for $20, you get game discounts, you get the online play, you get the cloud saves, and yeah, you get the retro library too. But God, you get this upper tier, man. Dude, these games you're buying, all the DLC, dude, you just get it. It's just included. It's like Game Pass, but for DLC. It's sick. But yeah, I don't know. Those are the kind of things that would get me excited about NSO. Otherwise, I just kind of begrudgingly pay the yearly family sub. And I do know, like, my kids do play some of the retro stuff. That's kind of what I always felt like. Since I don't really like to replay games a lot, I do find value in retro, but the value I find in retro isn't reliving my past. It's letting my kids form their own new memories about stuff. So like my son, Aiden, the one who went through all the health stuff, he is obsessed with Mario, man, right now. He loves Mario. Literally, I'm like, what do you want for your birthday? He's like, Dad, is there a new Mario game? I want a new Mario. I'm like, no, man. Still waiting. We're still
not yet.
all the retro, all the side scroll, all the 3D ones released on dude, he's beat them all. He's like, I just got done with Galaxy 2. I need more Mario. I'm like, I know, man. Dude, I've been waiting since 2017. Let me tell you.
Me too. I want new Mario too, kid. Me too.
I get it, man. Let me tell you, you're probably gonna get new Mario day one. We don't even have seen it yet. He's like, but I was so little when the last one came out. I'm like, I know, man. But you might be an adult by the time this one comes out. I don't know, right?
I was a young daddy. Now I'm an old daddy.
I was graduating high school when Odyssey came out. Make that not to make you guys feel old, but yeah.
That's
not to make you feel old, but you feel old.
Yeah. Oh man.
All right, guys. Okay. I guess we can get into the next topic here.
Just gonna leave Eric out.
Yeah, Eric's like, wait about my turn.
No, I'm gonna be honest. I actually just assumed Eric went because I was gone dealing with my son.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I just kind of assumed he went. All right, Eric, go.
No, you're good. I don't have a whole lot to say, but like,
Bitch, goddamn.
I mean,
He's like, actually, it's whatever.
Mute him and keep
Yeah,
going.
whatever.
Anyways.
No, let me just go back through the notes here real quick. What do we think for upcoming games? Man, I'd like to see, I if somebody did say this, man, I apologize on this one, but bring DuckTales for NES.
Oh yeah,
Kind of on there, but yeah.
Huh?
I mean,
Not
it's out now. On the Disney Afternoon Collection for Switch 2.
yeah.
But
give me an NSO. Let me play it in the old good style. Another thing that I was thinking, bringing the rest of the Paper Mario series in. I think there's only one Paper Mario game in NSO.
Mhm. I want the Wii one so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they re-release Thousand Year Door, so that one's probably not going to come. And I think the N64 one is on NSO.
Yeah,
currently
there's only one of them. I believe it's the N64 one. Yes,
right. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you would get it on NS. I guess you just start porting Wii games, right? But yeah,
I mean,
I'm with it. I love Paper Mario.
Yeah, no, I mean, just bring the platforms that you need. Because I mean, a lot of people like Paper Marios, so let's get them out there.
Me on people's.
And people's. Bring out the systems that you need to bring the Mario and Luigi series. Bring that over.
Good picks.
Yeah,
Rono's ball.
Yeah. One of the platforms that I'd like to see come over would be Game Gear. I had a Game Gear growing up.
Oh, Game Gear
Sucked batteries, but man, I had so much fun with the Game Gear.
It's a Sega thing. Okay.
Yeah,
I was like, what the
Sega
fuck's
thing.
I was like, what's a Game Gear?
It's kind of a Sega's version of the Game Boy-ish.
Got it. Okay.
Game
I'm
Boy
there.
Color, Game Boy Advance. I don't remember exactly what year that fell in, but
Game Boy Color.
yeah, that'd be probably more like it. But there is Sega's handheld version of stuff.
Got it.
Yeah, I had so much fun with that. Again, like I said, that thing's 8 batteries alive.
6 at a time.
6 at a time.
Shoo.
And maybe a couple hours out of it.
Yeah, if you guys thought the original Game Boy pissed your parents off with the battery
you're
use,
Oh my gosh.
you
Yeah.
ain't seen nothing.
At least had the power adapter for it, so that was at least nice. But yeah, no, that's one of
Plug it
the
on the wall.
Yeah. That's one platform that I'd like to see. Nate kind of touched on something that I think would be great for the additions with the I was thinking the Switch 2 upgrades. There, at least theirs being on NSO. That would have been freaking great. I thought of that again when they first announced, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom stuff on NSO. I thought they were gonna keep going with it, but yeah, it is what it is. So, okay, now Nate, you can go.
I don't have anything else to say. We're just moving on to the next thing. All right. So we have some rumors coming in finally after not really having anything direct rumor wise, probably since that Nashweedle shenanigans that ended up not happening. Probably the last time we really had any actual serious direct talk. This time coming from Jeff Grubb. So Jeff Grubb now works at Giant Bomb. He's been at a bunch of other outlets before. He's been a game journalist for a while. Anyways, he went on the Giant Bomb podcast, I believe yesterday, to say that he has heard about a Nintendo Direct, and it is happening sometime in the middle of June, according to his sources. Now, he doesn't 100% know if it's a general or a partner Direct. He says both. He's leaning a little bit towards a general, but that's merely just logic based, right? Like all the games that Nintendo has announced without dates. Nintendo talking about needing a robust lineup at the second half, when then you got to announce that lineup. Third party games, a lot of them need dates. So just kind of a amalgamation of everything kind of makes sense that, okay, maybe it's going to be a general direct. We'll see. And then you said, let's see here. Furukawa has promised that robust lineup, as I mentioned. But beyond this, it is that time of year, of course, when a lot of games get announced in June. We got the State of Play already announced for June 2nd. We got Summer Game Fest on June 5th. Days of the Devs the same day as well. That usually follows right after or right before Summer Game Fest. We have the Xbox Showcase as well, as already scheduled for the 7th. So obviously you're seeing the only platform holder without a showcase at the moment is Nintendo, although they do typically show up in June outside of 2023 and 2020 during the Switch era. And then, PC Gaming Showcase as well is going to be happening too. I forgot to mention that. And there'll be like a bunch of indie showcases. I don't have them all written down right now. I'll probably be live streaming a lot of them, but we'll see. They're usually like all day streaming events because there's just it's like back to back events. It just keeps going all day. It's a lot of fun, to be honest, but very hectic for about a 4-day period. Anyways, also to add to this as well, Nintendo is the first company announced to be attending Gamescom this year. Gamescom themselves were the ones that actually came out and said they're the first company to like commit to Gamescom, which is interesting. They usually never commit to Gamescom this early. They don't go to Gamescom every year. They only go when they have a reason, and the reason is usually because it's something they want to show off, something they're pushing, something they're marketing. So there's something we don't know about that at least don't know about officially. Maybe it's just Ocarina of Time remake. We don't know. That they really want to make sure media and fans get to go hands-on, probably both at Gamescom and PAX West, which is like literally the following weekend right after.
Yeah, and they had the same, when it was Air Ride, it was like the same demos and same setup. It was literally they like transported it. So
yeah, there was a couple different games between the two if you got to go to the behind the scenes thing with Nintendo, but yeah, it's one of those things that we'll see. Obviously, you guys know the NintenByte Podcast crew's going to PAX West. Flam, you going back this year?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna. Yeah. I'll hold what else I'm trying to do there, but until it gets confirmed. But yeah, I'm doing some cool stuff. That's all I'll say.
That's awesome. Yeah. So we're looking to do there. I mean, nope. Keep my mouth shut. Got to keep some surprises just in case something goes down. Got to keep some surprises.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I am obviously, looking at all of this. We get to Nintendo usually slots things if they have directs in June after everyone else is gone. So the big thing is like, do we think a direct is even coming next month? Is Jeff Grubb just full of shit, or does he know something? Now, notably, Nate the Hate said he will comment on what Jeff Grubb said on his next podcast episode, which he said will be later this week. So I'm assuming Friday. That also isn't Nate the Hate denying this. Interesting. Nate the Hate also clarified last week in a tweet that when he was talking about a direct back during his March podcast in June, he was speaking from having already heard about a direct happening in June, all the way back then. But he kind of just left it vague because it was so far away. Who knows? Things could change. So he kind of opened to interpretation. This whole time I was under the impression that he was just saying there wouldn't be one until June or later just to be safe. In reality, no, he had actually heard rumblings back then about a June one. And obviously now here we are pretty close to June. So now he's gonna say something. Of course, you always worry if Nate the Hate says something, is Nintendo going to move things around? I don't know.
Right.
Be more careful what he says this time. Maybe he'll just say if it's a partner or a general and give no timing. I don't know. Maybe he won't even say the month of June. I have no idea what Nate the Hate's got cooking, but probably some predictions, I assume, tossed in there if he truly believes it's happening. That being said, obviously, when do we think it's happening? Coming next month? Why or why not? And when is it going to happen next month? And then what does this direct, if it does happen, need to be for Nintendo at this stage of Switch 2's life? You can feel free to toss in some predictions if you want. You don't have to go crazy because if it does happen, we'll end up doing a direct bingo anyways. But yeah, what are your guys' general thoughts on this? Jeff Grubb, do we think it's happening? If it is, what do we want to happen? Who wants to go? Let's go with gosh, who's chomping at the bits here? I just saw her eyebrows go up. Tabby.
I knew it was coming.
Well, I mean, you gave me the eyebrow shift. I'm like, okay. Raising your hand.
I should have done a wink. No, I think we're due a direct in June. It's been September. This is one of the longest we've gone without having a direct. I kind of looked it up the other day. I think they said 176 days was the longest, and that was in 2017. So this is a pretty long time. We need something that gives us dates for releases that they promised us last year, and we're not seeing yet. Fire Emblem Fortunes Weave being one of them, and that's a hill I'm dying on right now. But there are other games that were mentioned. There's GameCube releases we still haven't gotten either. It would be great to get some more information about, either what the holdup is, to say, hey, this is still in development. Put that in something, either a today release or a direct. Did I read something on Nate the Hates thing saying he didn't say that it would be a Nintendo Direct or a Partners Direct, but he would clarify that later?
Yeah, he has not clarified it at all. He doesn't.
Okay.
Last
I could have swore
the word at the time was he didn't know.
Okay. I thought I heard him tease, but that's, yeah. But yeah, as far as all that goes, I don't have a specific prediction for games or anything. I do feel like, it's almost a year since the Switch 2 came out. So I think something's in play here, at least to celebrate that. That's it.
Okay.
Everybody got quiet.
I didn't know if there was like more. I'm like, I should leave it on a cliffhanger or what's happening? Okay.
Spoiler alert later. No, I'm joking.
Oh, jeez. All right, Sandstorm. Thunderstash, Sandstorm. Oh man, got weather up in here.
We're dropping the album soon.
There it is.
Shit.
I do think it's happening. I definitely think that we will be getting a direct very soon. When it will happen, I actually think it's going to be in the first couple weeks. So I'm the only person who really calls this stuff out, but every time Nintendo usually does a direct, PlayStation does one like soon thereafter, like very soon, and they've already announced that they're doing a state of play like weeks in advance. So I'm assuming that there's going to be somewhere in there. I know they're two different companies, but I think usually when Sony like shows its hand, it's because they like where there's smoke, there's fire, and they're like, we got to get there first, So I definitely think that there's going to be a direct. I think it's going to be like an actual direct, especially because it's what we like to dub the month of video game trailers, or second Christmas, if you would. So I think this is like the perfect time. We're getting to the end of, like Tabby said, there's games out there that we still don't have release dates for. We're also getting to the end of what the direct showed off of games that were announced that had release dates. So we don't really see too much on the horizon as far as the direct itself. We already know about Star Fox and everything, but that's at the end of June. So with that being said, I think it's about time for that Mario to show face, even if it's not this year. Everybody's all about the whole GTA 6 and Mario can't show his face when GTA 6 shows up type thing, but that's neither here nor there to me. I don't personally think Nintendo cares about that, but whatever. But what I do think is, I think Rockstar's time is finally now. Now is the time to finally show yourself with the Nintendo community. Obviously, it's not going to be GTA 6, but I do think now is the time for Red Dead Redemption 2 to show face and show that there is support coming for Nintendo, even if even if or if not, GTA 6 shows up on the Switch too, which I believe that it very well could. Now, I also think that's next year, but that's also, again, neither here nor there. I think that we will get some of the other titles. Expedition 33, I know that's talked about a gajillion times and beaten to death to the floor. I think it's finally that time for that to be shown off as well. We've got more the remake, obviously. The remake of Ocarina of Time. I'm still hoping. I know me and Stash are on this boat. I'm gonna ride this boat till it sinks like the Titanic. But I'm still hoping that it is Ocarina of Time with Majora's Mask as one big game. That's all I want. That's all I care about. Let me go down into the Majora's Mask world like we went down into the depths and it just be a completely separate but together game. I would love that. I think that this direct will be longer because it's during that season. I think you get a good hour of games, both third party and first party. And I think we get that one more thing because I also too, now that I think about it as I'm talking, Splatoon Raiders is July, right? Is that a July game?
I don't. Does it? I think it has. Yeah, I think it's. They have July, but they don't have like a day, right?
An actual day.
So our fantasy critic to find out.
So we
July
for
3rd.
Yeah.
July 3rd. Okay.
What are we doing? We're a Nintendo podcast. We don't know.
Because I have it on my Excel list.
What do you mean? We have release dates for this. Anyway.
I had to plug the fantasy critic. So
so we've got June, we've got July, and everything else is just like a little murky. And we know Nintendo to like drop at least one game a month, something new a month. And so I think we're going to kind of see what that slate looks like as far as August, September, October might be blurred a little bit. Pokemon doesn't come out this year. That's a next year title. So we get something for September, October. We finally get when Fire Emblem is coming out. I actually think I'm going to say that's the October or September game, while Ocarina of Time is the holiday title. But I do think that we get like a big run through, and knowing Nintendo and knowing them well enough, they'll say that this is all the games that are coming slated for this year, but they will slide games in that are coming for the beginning of next year as well too. Dust Bloods is another game I completely forgot. We don't know anything besides that original trailer about that game and the I forgot what they called it with talking with the directors on the Nintendo app. But outside of that, like we don't have really any information about that. Elder Scrolls obviously is another game that comes up. I'm more interested in Dust Bloods than I am of Elder Scrolls, but those games both have to show up at some point, and you would think that there would be some space between the two because they're one, both from software games, and two, they kind of look like they're fundamentally the same. So putting a little space in between those two makes sense to me. So yeah, I think there's going to be one, and I think it's going to be a bigger one. Do I think everybody's going to be happy with everything they show off? No, not at all. So something's going to get missed, and people aren't going to be happy about it. But I think for an overall showing, I'm calling in my way too early prediction that it's probably going to be a solid, for me, a solid 8.5, 9, touching 9 direct.
Damn.
You heard it here first.
I mean, I'm just saying. Damn.
Hell yeah.
Kablam! Who's moving?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is a bit of a pessimistic take, but I think this is actually a stand-in year for Nintendo. I think the Direct is going to be, I think it's going to have plenty of things to talk about, but I think we get more of the remakes and the remasters, and the heavy hitters are saved for next year. I think we get like the Ocarina of Times, we get that kind of stuff. I think, and then into next year is when we start seeing 3D Mario, maybe even the potential Smash Bros, all that kind of stuff. But I think they use the closing of this year to still give us really heavy hitters. Don't get me wrong. Ocarina of Time remake is like stupid good. It's like, whoa, that's a crazy game to drop, right? Mm-hmm. But I think we see like the original, air quotes, original IP start to really drop in 2027. All that being said, I still think we get some fantastic picks through the summer. And there's probably things that we haven't even thought about. Like maybe there's a new Pikmin type game, or maybe there's like something that's like, I don't want to say like lesser than, but something that's not the main first party thing that you typically think of, you know? So I know that was kind of very vague, but I do think I think we're kind of in a transition, and I think things are leading towards a big 2027, especially with Pokemon, when new waves coming out. Then we also got, you know, I mean, we've rumored for forever that we're having this 3D Mario. It's on the horizon. It's on the horizon. And then we talked about, wasn't there some sort of post the other day about Sakurai working on Smash or something like that? Or what happened I thought I saw a post being like an interview where they were talking about how like Sakurai was like, oh yeah, I was working on this, but now I'm working on something else for Nintendo. I don't know. I have to look it up. I have to go find it. But I was like, oh, I think it kind of solidifies to me. We're gonna have a bigger 2027 than it is gonna be 2026. So I mean, they have a June Direct every year. I think the only year they didn't have that was COVID, and that was like, and I think the year that maybe they did do a June Direct, it was like a partner Direct. It was a small one. So, but I think it's our big E3, not E3 time of the year, right? So, no, that's where I'm at. I think we get some cool stuff, but I don't think we get anything crazy until next year.
Okay, Eric.
I am unmuted. All right. Man, at some point there's got to be a Direct, right? I mean,
right.
I mean, I guess you throw it out there saying it's going to be every month. Eventually, it's going to happen. But
broken clock's right twice a day, right?
Right. I mean, I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, obviously, but it sure as hell feels like a Direct is coming. We got so many big games, even just announced, but we don't know anything about, that they need to show off more for. It just feels like the right time for it to happen. Yeah, I mean, what else is there? Sorry, I missed half of the lead up. Hey, you know what?
We're such a professional
We
outlet
are.
over here. Our co-hosts don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
Got it. Yeah, it says Mr. One who tried to skip me during my topic.
To be fair, I had plenty of reason to assume you already went, but
I was leading the topic. I should have told you to lead. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking.
it is your topic. It's true.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I got nothing else. No, I don't.
Talk right now.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I just like giving you shit. So
He's about to give me shit. He's got nothing to add. All right, Stash. What are your thoughts?
Okay, so I'm just going to preface it by saying that my answer has not changed.
I didn't think so.
This whole year, June. Now, look, guys, you touched on it a little bit, Favlam. I had this written out, okay? I don't want you to think I'm stealing from you, but
steal my shit. I don't care. Go for it.
Okay, so let me start from 2012. We got two Nintendo Directs in June. 2013, 14. 2015, we got 3 in June. No Direct in 2016. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. We got Nintendo Direct in June.
Damn.
So since 2012, okay, we've had a Nintendo Direct in June all but once. And that was in 2016. What was going on in 2016? We're releasing the NES Classic Edition because Nintendo didn't have anything to put out. Because it was the
peak
Wii U
era.
Yeah, the system was dead, and it was transitioning to.
They did have a blowout in June. It was just for Breath of the Wild.
Right.
Yeah, they just don't list it as a direct, but yeah. So there you go, guys. They've had one every single year. Some years they've had 2 or 3 in June. Why are we questioning it? Why do we need anyone to tell us? Anybody, any insider? Like I'm just trying to be frank with everybody. Why do you need anyone to tell you that this is going to happen again? We know when the lightning strikes. If this is Back to the Future, we have the flyer. Lightning's going to strike at 10:32 p.m. on Saturday night. We know what's going to happen. We've seen this play out. We know the future, guys. We came from it. We already know what's going to happen. Okay, so that's just historical data, okay? If you need more convincing, right? I mean, if you've looked at the release calendar, which, look, I've had a habit of looking at the release calendar since the internet came out. And before then, I was looking at magazines. But again, we really didn't have hard release dates back in the day. The point is that I know what release calendars and release schedules look like. For some reason, I've talked about this with a few other friends that review games on YouTube. And for some reason, the second half of the year is very empty. And we can all say, well, it's the GTA effect. Well, it's not really, because GTA has a release date. Okay. And it's in November. So if you want to avoid them, I guess don't release your game in November if that's what you want to do. But I'm talking about June, July, August, September, October, December. It's so barren right now. And again, I have my Excel list with everything I'm interested in playing. And I know about a lot of games, typically, that not everyone's paying attention to. And my list is barren. So if my list is barren, how could anyone else's list have games? You see what I'm saying? So we have to have this. It is a necessity. This is the Nintendo Switch 2's, first full calendar year. You need to announce games that are going to get people excited. For Nintendo Switch 2 to want to ask for it for their birthdays, for Christmas, for Hanukkah, for Kwanzaa, all the other holidays. But for real, you got to get people excited. We need updates on a lot of games. Look, Summer Game Fest is very much still... It's the spirit of E3. Mm-hmm. This will always be E3 season, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think that's ever going to change, because this is what's worked. This is why every year everyone does their blowouts in June. Like, guys, if we looked at Sony, I just listed off all those directs. If we looked at all the times Sony held something in June, I'm almost for certain it's every single year. Xbox, again, almost for certain it's every single year. So this is like nothing new. This is always going to happen. So Nate asked, do you think it's happening? Why or why not? I think I answered that. Is it happening in June? I think I answered that. And what does it need to be? It needs to be excitement. Again, it needs to get everyone excited. I do think Zelda, good chance. If not, September, like usual, right? It's really important because we got the movie coming out, and you want to build that excitement for the movie and start ramping up for that. There's going to be a trailer at some point this year. Build excitement for it, and people are going to want to know if there's a new Zelda game on Switch 2 yet, or is it just Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom with better graphics? That's how people are going to think about it in their head, is that these are just Switch games with better graphics. Granted, they're amazing, but people will minimize it, and they're going to want to know if there's actually something to play. And again, what's great, man, look, Ocarina of Time came out in 98. It was a long time ago, November 98. Again, we were talking about it earlier about all the young kids who've never played GameCube. I mean, if you're 20 years old, the Wii, like, you weren't even out yet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The Wii is 20 years old this year. So what about GameCube? What about N64 and Super Nintendo and all that? So Ocarina of Time, it's old, man. Kids aren't willing to go back and play that. They're not willing to deal with that frame rate. For us, it's like nothing.
Yeah.
But there were times where Ocarina of Time ran between 14 and 18 frames per second during action-heavy sequences. And I know this because I've quoted it quite a few times when I'm doing reviews of games and people are complaining about 30 frames. I'm like, hey, look, we lived through 14 to 18. This game got a 99. It's the highest rated game of all time. Take it easy. Frame rate's not everything. Okay. It's important. Sure. It's not everything. So, we got to know what to be excited about for the holiday. All that stuff's coming. All the updates. You guys listed all the games, the Dust Bloods, Elden Ring, the third party stuff, all of that. There's a lot going on, man. There's a lot going on. And there's so many showcases. Like, Nate, you mentioned a couple. For instance, like Indie Quest is something I'm really excited for. I reposted about it today. The Gaming Shelf, Taylor Hoyt's doing that. That's May 28th at 5. And then I just saw today, Insider Gaming website. Was it Tom guy worked there, right?
Tom Henderson. Yeah.
Tom Henderson. They're doing a showcase the same day at noon. So they're doing one at noon on May 28th, 50 plus indies and 12 plus premieres. And then Indie Quest is at 5 p.m. that day Pacific, 35 plus new trailers, 6 world premieres. That's on May 28th. Right. And then, then it's like State of Play on the 2nd. Right. And we all know that's over an hour. I looked at the blog. It doesn't say it's 60 minutes, it says it's more than an hour. So who knows how long that'll be, but obviously Summer Game Fest, the Future Game Show, Wholesome Direct, Day of the Devs, PC Gaming Showcase, Xbox Showcase. There's like so much coming up. And Nintendo's got to show their hand too with everybody else. This is what we do in June. Like E3 may be dead, but it's definitely not forgotten. It'll always be in June, man. This is our Christmas in June. This is what we all look forward to. Every year we look forward to this since we were kids. I remember being in high school, like so excited for E3. Middle school, actually. I think I've talked about it before, that issue of Nintendo Power that had like Mario on the cover. It was for the E3. It was in like 90. I think it was E3 98 because I was in 8th grade. And I remember being in my science teacher's class, Miss Wilhelmy, and like I'd have my 3-ring binder open with the Nintendo Power inserted in there. I can't tell you how many times like I just stared at these screenshots because we didn't have gameplay, and we kind of did, like, you had to download the QuickTime videos back then, and man, that was gonna take like a year. Seriously. So I just think about that. It's like this has been going on most of my life. Like a majority of it. E3 has been going on since like 95. And I think it'll just forever be in June, guys. And I think it works out for all these companies, right? It must. 6 months till Christmas, pretty much.
Yep.
Good timing.
Yeah, it's just the perfect ramp for everybody. It just seems to really work out. Everyone's able to to get out and meet in one place. It's always in LA. It used to be in, where else was it? Wasn't it in Vegas a couple of times and maybe Atlanta?
I think, yeah. And then
Back in
they
the
just
day?
kind of just
Somewhere on
kept
the
it
East
to LA for the longest time, which
Yeah,
is a huge miss in my opinion. It should have went everywhere.
I
Atlanta
wish, man.
and Santa Monica.
Ah, yeah. Atlanta, man, that was back in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, that was
Jeez.
late 90s.
I said they don't ever
Can
do
you re-
anything.
97,
I mean-
98 was in Atlanta.
I can't believe I remember that. Wow. God.
Yeah, wow.
A long time ago.
97, 98 was Atlanta. 2007 is when they did Santa Monica. They did it at Barker Hangar. Otherwise, it's always been at the convention center outside of those 3 years.
Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited for all of this. There's so much to watch. I feel like I'm using Nate, and Eric, like Google Calendar for Summer Game Fest, like we did.
Oh yeah.
I'm using it for that, but I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna be so busy like the week before. I need to add all of these showcases to that calendar too, so I don't miss it. Because I don't want to miss any of this stuff. Indie Quest last year was really good. Lots of great games. So I'm interested to see, because these are games I know I'm going to be reviewing. It's almost like I have to watch these. Otherwise I'm going to miss out on my work.
Mhm.
What do you guys think though? What do you think about all these showcases? Like, you can try and
It's
tune in
just-
for all of them?
It's just that time of the year again, man.
Oh,
It's just
yeah.
that time of the year.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, my plan is always to stream a majority of them.
Mhm.
Doesn't always work out the way that I'd like it to, because it's always like the first week that my kids are out of school. It's always that week every single time. So it's just like really, really hectic that week. But I try to make it and stream them all. Next week, I was on the fence with Indie Quest. You saying that it was really good last year makes me maybe want to consider reacting to it. We'll see. But for sure, the June stuff, I plan to react to the State of Play, the Xbox Showcase, obviously Summer Game Fest. Those are like the three big. Obviously, I'll be reacting to that. The indie stuff is just going to be me talking to my wife and being like, all right, what block of time can I have to stream? Because I'm not going to do anything else if I'm working. Let's just be frank. There's events I want to watch.
Yeah.
So it's about, what time can I get? So which one of the indie showcases and all that I'll get to live stream. I don't know, but I'm going to try to stream as many of them I can, guys, just like as if it was Prime Gaming Fest, but it's not. That being said, look, it is E3 Christmas, man. I mean, it's been gamer Christmas. As far back as I don't want to say as far back as I can remember, but as far back as I cared to remember as a kid. You get to 95, and at that point, you got that going on. You got the Wizard stuff happening, making you really into game.
Project
Reality. So there's so much crazy stuff. I remember the Space World, hearing about that stuff.
Yeah, it's the best.
And so I've always viewed this time of year as a gamer Christmas, and over time I became more and more appreciative that it wasn't just game announcements. A lot of times people got to go hands-on with the games right after, and then you get literally same day, next day hands-on previews, usually just articles online, but obviously as time moved on we got videos and everything as well. And so that started becoming just as big a deal to me as the actual game announcements, because we can go hands-on. That makes me want to go to E3 even more. Obviously I was fortunate in my life to go to E3 a handful of times, but it's never quite what it once was, but it's slowly getting back to at least the part that people cared about the most, and that was the game announcements. We're slowly getting back to where it's like, hey, we know this 1 week period every year that you're going to get a bunch of game announcements.
Yeah.
And right now, that obviously begins next week. But if you want to think about traditional E3 time, I guess it would begin with the state of play, and then I guess caps with whatever Microsoft is doing or whatever the heck Nintendo ends up doing in June, as the rumor has it to be about the middle of the month. And if you go back and look, they typically do the middle of the month. Although for E3 times, obviously it was always that Tuesday of E3. They always went last, by the way, which should let you know Nintendo likes to go last. So they're the final memory you have of game reveals in the month of June is them. So it would make sense that they were still the middle of June, because then that would make them go after everybody else.
Yeah.
And we say that there's a wild card out there in GTA of whenever the hell they're going to start marketing that, because I don't think it's going to be part of any of these events. I think Rockstar is going to do that entirely on their own. And I think they might start that in June. So that is kind of a caveat that I think that marketing event is also going to happen in June. And so, whether Nintendo found out when that is so they can maybe avoid it, because last thing you want to do is have a direct the same day GTA trailer 3 is dropping.
Yeah.
Unless Switch 2's in that trailer, you don't want to be that same day. Probably not even the same week, if you're completely honest. So I'm sure Nintendo's navigating that as well, trying to figure out the best timing and talking to their partners to be like, hey, we just want to know when we want to time our event. So yeah, I do think Nintendo's doing a direct, clearly. I mean, the reason that people worry is because we haven't had one since September, which is unusual, but not unheard of. We don't get one every February, March, April, although we typically do in the past. In terms of June directs, there's been a couple where we didn't get anything, like 2020, obviously because of COVID. And I believe 2023 didn't have a general direct where there was like some other event that happened that year. Either way, it's pretty common that June and September are like the times. September for sure, they like always do September, which makes sense. It's right before the holidays. They would have to have no plans for the holidays to not do a direct then. So, yeah, I think there will be a general Nintendo Direct just because we've said it for a while. It feels like they need one. They keep getting away with doing different marketing, which is individual announcements. Nintendo today, they did it with Star Fox, of course. And I think that can work. And I think the views on the trailers and stuff are showing that this kind of marketing they're doing is working. This is why we had that brief discussion a couple episodes back about how, does Nintendo really need directs for their stuff? Because they're actually seeing quite a lot of success without them. But I don't think that they're done with the direct format like some people think. I think it's just,
I hope not.
They're going to do 2 a year. I think the plan moving forward, this gen's 2 a year. We're going to do one in June. And we're going to do a refresher for holiday advertising in September. And that's just what we're going to do. And what that does tell you, at least if you base it upon the last September one, it's the June direct that's the big one. That's the one that has the big announcements. September is more of a refresher, advertise, maybe tease you one game for next year. That's what you're going to get. So I do think we're going to get one in June. I think this one, I think Switch 2 is in a very different spot than I felt a couple months ago. So a couple months ago before Pocopia came out, there was a lot of, Nintendo really needs a direct. They really need to get their fan base excited. The momentum of the system is kind of slowed down a bit. Obviously we're hearing, murmurs out there about Nintendo maybe talking about price increases eventually, which is coming. But I think right now Nintendo has actually kind of turned things around a little bit since then. Obviously, Pocopia came out, was a big hit. Tamagotchi Life, big hit for them. But setting that aside, they just had Yoshi come out and get the highest review score that franchise has had in quite some time. Really interesting to see that review quite highly. Star Fox came out, and look at the views on the trailers, dude. They have more views on the trailers than I think Star Fox has ever sold combined. If you combine the sales of the whole franchise, I don't think it passes the views on the trailer. Like, damn, people seem to be pretty damn hyped for Star Fox, or at least wanting to turn in because maybe they think the graphics are divisive. I don't know. Whatever the case is that's making people want to tune in and check out that Star Fox trailer, they're doing it. So I think that Nintendo is definitely going to have this big direct. I think what it needs to do is this needs to be the direct that obviously does the marketing thing and advertises their big games. Obviously, we talk about Ocarina of Time Remake and other things that they could announce, but I think it just needs to be a warm hug. It needs to be a reassurance direct. Like, you don't gotta blow your load for 2027. You don't gotta show me the 3D Mario. You don't gotta show me the next big 3D Zelda game. You don't have to, give all the show me Smash and all this stuff. Like, especially if this stuff isn't coming this year, you don't necessarily need to show it. It would be cool to have maybe 3D Mario teased, I would say, just so people have it as the movie's coming out now to buy on DVD and all that. Like, hey, we're not done with Mario. There's more Mario coming next year. It would be cool if they did decide to do that as like a teaser to make this really big. But I think that it's just a reassurance one means, we get dates for everything already announced. So Dust Bloods and Fire Emblem, right? Those are the ones we don't have dates for yet. So we get dates for those and new looks, and we finally know our questions are answered on Dust Bloods, hopefully in a positive way. And obviously Fire Emblem continues to look fire and looks great. Obviously you can get Toon Raiders and updates and stuff like that. I think Ocarina of Time remake, if it is this year, obviously has to be there. And I think they just have to drop enough because Nintendo, notably in the second half of their fiscal year, has a lot of open slots. If you consider all the way to March, they got 4 or 5 slots of there's not even games announced. So there could be quite a bit at this June Direct. I don't think you're going to see people think there's going to be 8 or 10 game announcements. No, that's maybe if you count third-party announcements, but from Nintendo, you're not going to see that many. You're going to see
wild.
3 or 4 at the most. 2 is what I expect to see, brand new. But there could be Switch 2 editions and other things there. So we just need to leave the Direct feeling good. Feeling okay, Nintendo's kind of back in their stride like they were with Switch, and we got nothing to worry about. And even if we don't have any solid games besides Wind and Waves for 2027, we're feeling really good about how this year is going to make us feel confident about what's going to happen in 2027. So just a warm hug Direct that obviously has a couple hype things in there. And third party wise, we just need dates. We just get dates for everything.
Yeah.
Can we get the Lego Batman date for Switch 2? That'd be great. Can we get the 007 First Light date for Switch 2? That would be great. Can we get Elden Ring's date? That would be great. Can we, obviously, I talked about Dust Blood, but can we get any of these third-party games that just recently got announced for Switch 2 and don't have dates? Can we just get some dates? And I know a lot of these companies, the reason we don't have dates is because of Grand Theft Auto. At least I assume it has to be because of GTA. Because I've never seen, I don't remember the last time I entered, or we're entering the month of June, and we know about a bunch of 2026 games and we don't have dates. It's really weird. If you think about how many, how many games you know about, guys, just go look again. Shout out our fantasy critic. Go look out at my team on Fantasy Critic. A bunch of those games are confirmed to come out this year. No release dates.
No release date.
It's wild, and it's because they're all about the GTA 6, which to me is confusing because were all these games planning to release in November? I don't it's kind of weird. If GTA 6 didn't exist and you all were going to release in November anyways, you all were going to cannibalize each other anyways. So I don't really understand why GTA 6 is making people hold off on dates like this so much. I don't think it's coming out sooner. So I think everything up to November is pretty safe.
Yeah.
It's crazy how it seems like they're so scary of one game. Woo. When this game drops, nobody ever is going to play games ever again.
Because it's going to break records, yeah. And people are still going to be playing other games.
Right.
Some people just act like it's the only game that ever exists, and they don't get to play video games until GTA comes again. I don't know.
Well, it's funny, too, because when there's people out there being like, well, GTA is going to cannibalize everything. I'm like, well, have you looked at the active player base for GTA 5? It's something like 80 million people. I'm just telling you right now that the people picking up GTA 6 day one and going hardcore on it, they weren't going to play any of this other shit anyways. All they do is play GTA. That's literally it. I don't think you guys understand. It's like Fortnite. That's a lot of people that play GTA 5. That's all they play. Yep. They don't play anything else. So I don't really think as an example, a Zelda fan is not going to say, fuck the Ocarina of Time remake. I got to play GTA.
They're going to say, oh boy, 2 cakes.
If you have the ability to play both, oh boy, 2 cakes.
Yeah, exactly.
We're not going to get both. It's, whatever. We'll play Ocarina of Time on the go when we have to leave. We'll play GTA at home, whatever. So Yeah, I think it just needs to be a warm hug direct. No, it doesn't need to be like the greatest direct of all time. Just a warm hug that's just reassuring and makes them feel good about the rest of this year. And then obviously that will obviously make us feel pretty confident about 2027 and beyond as well. And I think what would help is, it feels weird saying it, but I kind of feel like one tent pole needs to be shown. And I don't even care which one it is. Something from your internal studios needs to be shown.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've had an internal studio game come out. Who can name the last one that Nintendo released that was actually made by their internal studios?
I mean, would that be
Donkey Kong?
Technically, it's Tomodachi Life, but
yeah, I would say Tomodachi Life, but other than that, it'd be like, well, Air Ride. I guess Air Ride is Sakurai is not Nintendo technically.
Air Ride was third party.
Donkey Kong wasn't.
Donkey Kong was internal.
But I think that.
Oh, Prime. Oh no, the Prime Wars external. My bad.
I think Donkey Kong might be the last one, and that was last year.
Mm-hmm.
So from a technically, Dragon Drive.
Oh,
right.
I guess that did come out after
Game of the Year. Yeah.
So we just need to see something from these, like even Fire Emblem coming up, not an internal team. Yoshi this week, not an internal team. By the way, nothing wrong with these partner studios. This is actually why Nintendo has such an amazing cadence. They don't just rely on their internal teams. They do work consistently with Goodfield, consistently with Camelot, consistently with these outside studios. But we need to see something from the internal studios, man. This is Nintendo's platform. I want to see what Nintendo can do with it.
Yeah.
That's all. Just one of them. And I think that alone would reassure people just to see that Nintendo themselves can actually cook on their own system. Because even Bonanza, which I love, but it is a Switch 1 game. I want to see what Nintendo's teams can do ground up, only making for Switch 2. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Unless Star Fox is it. Because technically we don't know the developers of Star Fox yet.
No, we don't. I'm really interested to know who it is, too.
I am too. I have to head out for the night, but it's wonderful as always.
Yep.
Follow me on Vlam and on everything on YouTube and all that. You know, doing a lot of Delta and stuff right now. So that's, if you like Delta, pull up and leave the flower to give us one piece of advice.
Ooh, so exciting!
All right, there you go. So true, flower. So true. All right, you guys have a great night. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
See ya.
That just happened.
I told you it was random.
I still gotta open mine and like set it. I think I'm gonna open it and I'm not gonna tell Michaela. Like, she's not looking forward to this flower at all. The only time ever she's not looking forward to flowers, of course. And I just want to set it up. I feel like though it's good if I don't tell her, she might pick it up and literally chuck it. Yeah.
It might freak her out wondering who the heck's broke into your house.
Yeah, it wouldn't be worth it. Unless like I had it on camera.
Get it on camera.
Yeah. I don't have cameras around the house, obviously.
Security cameras, quick.
Yeah.
Capture the moment.
Get your nanny cam.
Oh, good morning. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The first week that I had it, it freaked me out a couple of times.
Shut up. That'd be hilarious.
Sure.
All right. Well, I think that's it. Does anyone else have anything they want to add for the direct stuff?
No.
Okay, cool. That's fine. Don't even press the topic. I could talk about this all day, but if no one else wants to keep going, who cares? We got other stuff to talk about. We got the Q&A, guys. If you guys want to know, you guys can super chat in your questions. We're not doing the Q&A just yet. Although $20 super chats that I am taking edibles. I'm just throwing that out there. That being said, guys, we have this really, really cool topic coming up here. So let's just, I don't know, dive right into it. Die on the hill for this game. So we're going to be picking a game. Each of us picking a game that we really enjoy, but we know is not considered to be even remotely close to being a good game by the general populace. We are going to defend why we think it's a good game, while the rest of us kind of roast it, and it's just for good fun. Don't take anything too serious, guys. If I blow up and it looks like I want to pop a vein at Stash, don't worry about it. I'm actually just having fun.
Yeah, don't ever worry about that.
Yeah, you never got to worry about that. I'm a very high energy person. I do that excitedly in happy ways all throughout my day.
My hat's ready for it.
People thought my videos were weird the other day. If you saw the live stream, you now know why. I was a very happy boy that day. Let's go ahead. And who wants to go first? Anyone got a game right now? Just ready to go? Oh, Sandstorm. Jumping in the deep end.
Boy, I'm ready to die on this hill. I am ready to die on this hill. Quest 64 is a great game.
Oh, shit.
Stash immediately. Dude, he never swears on this show. You got like the first swear word out of him today. That was great.
He's like, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this.
I fucking deal with this jackass picking fucking Quest 64. All right. Defend, buddy.
Man.
Why is it a good game?
Oh man, the music's okay. Understand. Yes, I know the sound clips horrifically in this game, but it has some of the best music to come out of that time. And two, it's one of the few games that are like big quote unquote open worlds of that time. We didn't really get that back in the day. Even Mario 64 had its open-endedness, but it was really Quest 64 before Ocarina of Time that really had the big open world. And I just love the RPG elements of the game. Earth, wind, fire, rock. Make your own. Make do, strengthen what you want to strengthen. And save your daddy. Save your daddy. Which I don't even remember if you actually do by the time you get to the end of the game.
I don't remember actually either. Now that I think about it, I know I beat it.
Yeah, I know you. I know the whole quest is about saving your daddy, but yeah. I don't think you actually do. I think you get to the end and you fight the last guy, who I do remember. I remember him, but I don't remember if you actually run into your dad at any point in time. Yeah, Steven's point. What's wrong with Quest 64? It's an amazing RPG of its time. That's where I sit.
Yes, you do. The final scene, you do save your dad after.
Okay. Okay.
Brian saves the day, baby. That's the name of the protagonist, guys.
Yes. Yeah. You can't tell me nothing on this game. There is a lot of horrible things about this game. I understand that, but it's still a great game. It's still a great game. Any game that you can pull up in the middle of a fight and just hit somebody with your staff like that exact noise. You walk up. It's not a full swing. It's just and they die. Amazing game. Amazing game.
Guys, just to put this in perspective, this is this game came out in 1998. You could have just waited 4 months and played Ocarina of Time.
I mean, you could have. you could have, but
Quest 64 looked like a grain of sand. Learned how the wind feels for the first time.
True, and these are all facts. But then you would have missed out on a fabulous audio clicking soundtrack. It is an amazing. I'm telling you, the soundtrack is absolutely amazing. The bosses are actually amazing. As a matter of fact, something I didn't know about all of the bosses, all of them are about greed or about power, except for one. And ironically, I use that as my in-game avatar name. It's Zels, Zelse, and he is the boss of wind, and he's the only one who doesn't care about power. He just wants to save his village. That's all he cares about. But when you fight Zels, that guy is no hold. He's no hold. You got to run around in circles to dodge all his wind moves. If you get too close, he hits you with the slash. You're gone in one hit. Yeah, that's a beast right there. That's a beast. That's one of those games you have to get good and understand that this little hexagonal piece that is your movement space is all you get. You get that little piece, and the boss always gets a big piece, and you'll never run away. You'll never be able to escape. So you got to get good. Oh, hot take. Quest 64 over Mario 64. I don't know if I'll go that far. I don't know if I'll go that far, but it is a great game. It is a great game. If you waited 4 months, you were waiting 4 months in agony because Quest 64 was so good, and I was telling you about how good it was.
Oh, here we go. Okay. All right. The Quest 64 sucks. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I spent a lot of time with that game. It was fun. But then I experienced pretty much any other video game on the platform, and it was significantly better.
It's way better. It's way better.
This is like someone telling me that E.T. is a good game.
No, E.T. was a bad game.
It's funny too because I'm a music producer, so like clipping audio really bugs me. And you can hear the clicks and the sound of the music, and every time it's just like But had it not had any of the clicks, it would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing.
So if you just play the music online, it's amazing. Just don't play it in the game.
Yeah, just don't play it in the game. Just don't play it in the game. Turn all audio off. And play in silence.
It's okay.
But I stand behind it. It's a great game.
The only thing I got is Quest 64 was the only game on Blockbuster shelf I didn't rent.
Wow.
Sorry.
You made a good choice.
I never played it.
Any other game is probably a better choice.
I played everything they had but that.
I will say this too.
Superman 64 might have been a worse choice.
The first time I heard the name Epona was actually in Quest 64 before Ocarina.
Oh, here we go.
I'm gonna pick it all apart.
What a shitty game. All right. Well, what's to go next? The stat.
I didn't take yours, did I, Stash?
Reaction.
No.
Oh shit.
No.
Walked away. That was actually the best reaction to that.
I'm not sticking up for Quest 64, dude. Oh man. I like that you like it though. I wanted to like it. Obviously, being the only RPG on Nintendo 64.
All right.
I'll break up here.
Right, here we go.
Well, I don't know that I would die on this hill, but I disagree with everybody who says Super Mario Sunshine was not a good game.
Oh, that's fair.
It had easy playability. The new little technique with the water gun was a lot of fun. The characters were cute. It was very vibrant. I was never bored when I played the game, and I've played it a couple of times and replayed it, kind of waiting for it to come to GameCube. I still have my GameCube in my game, so I bought it day one, and I like it better than I like 64 Mario.
Really?
Ooh, I don't know if I go that.
Yeah, and I played a lot of 64 Mario, so I really enjoyed Mario Sunshine.
Sunshine is the only Mario game with him as a main character that I have not beaten because I lose interest really quick. I think it's because of the mechanics, honestly.
But you liked Quest 64.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I knew the shots were coming. I knew the shots were coming.
Look,
I knew the shots were coming.
What you like to play, I think, isn't really relevant for this conversation.
Oh, don't worry. I got more.
Look, I like Sunshine, so it's hard for me to try to roast it, but I'll just say this. That's all you got is a Mario game?
Luigi's game was better.
There's not even a bad Mario game out there. Even Hotel Mario's fine. Mario is
that one.
Yeah, well, a lot of people didn't. I want to be very clear. I'm making some pretty obscure references that maybe like 10 people in the world have actually enjoyed.
Mario's missing.
Yeah, Mario's missing. Yeah.
Mario's missing.
Don't forget Mario's Time Machine.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite shirts too.
It is sick as a shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to go to? I just can't. I can't roast a Mario game. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want? Dude, it's Sunshine. I love Sunshine. This is what it is.
I was going for the safe bet. Okay.
Look,
That's not fair.
It's the black sheep of the 3D Marios. The problem is, it's Mario. So, like, being a black sheep of 3D Mario, yeah, like being an A tier game for like any other franchise. Okay, Eric, you got one? I see you smiling wide over there.
Is it time to give chat what they want?
Oh no.
Oh. Henry the hamster.
Yes, it is.
You don't even fucking played it.
Hey, I got great joy out of watching you suffer. So that is why that game is fucking amazing. No, in all regards, it did look like a very repetitive game. Surprisingly, it did score like an average around 8 out of 10, which is kind of crazy. I mean, it looks like it would be fun for maybe the first little bit of it, but then it seems to be really repetitive. But man, I will die on this hill because it was funny watching Nate play that thing.
So you're dying on a hill that the world thinks is a good game.
Hey,
I just hate it.
Yes.
That is correct.
That is correct. No,
fucking bullshit.
Sorry, I had to. No, one of the ones that I had originally picked was South Park on the 64. Man,
not a good game.
To me, it was great because, being young and being able to play that game.
Whipping the snowballs.
Oh yeah, whipping the snowballs.
Yeah. We played that a lot.
He's
the pea snowball.
Yeah, snowballs. Yep.
Yeah, the snowballs were everything in that game.
Yeah,
that's fun.
The game was kind of a little hitchy and a little bit wonky, but I liked it. Again, probably because of what age I was, and that type of humor. And oh no, you're gonna get caught playing South Park game. Watch out for mom and dad.
If it was my dad, he'd just be like, just don't let mom know.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And that was pretty much with my dad too. But yeah, no, that's kind of where I was sticking with kind of the South Park game. It didn't rate very well. I think it was like a 5.7. So
it's because it wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But if anyone played or rented it, you remember the snowballs. It was like the most fun thing. In the game was the
smoking turkeys with the snowballs.
And the turkeys, yep.
And the turkeys, yep. Yeah, but like it's not the overall game is not very good, guys. If you ever go back and replay it, it's so bad.
Surprisingly, hold on. Surprisingly, let me bring this up. Holy cow. You say that, you go back and play it. There are ratings. Let me bring this page up for it.
He's prepared with his defense force.
Funny as hell. No.
He's on Metacritic.
Yep. Oh, come on.
He's using the meta to defend himself. I don't know here.
No, that's not.
How much I distrust meta.
Where is it?
And you go into the edit and change these words.
Yeah, right.
You can't even find it. It's like it didn't.
Oh, where'd it go?
There went his defense.
No. No, it's funny that
unprepared.
No, it's funny that you say that. So, like, the first rating on this was from like 2014.
Oh yeah,
and it was a 1.
Yeah,
and then there was like 2016, 2022. It was like 5 and 8 or 5, 7, and then 2026 there was an 8.5 and a 10. Dead serious.
Oh wow.
What is this?
Somebody loves the game more than you.
Yeah. Well, no, you were saying you go back and play it. It's not good. Apparently, people went back and played it and thought it was amazing.
Nah. That's just people grew up with it. They're like,
was it an April Fool's article?
Was it an April?
Right.
Was it the Onion?
Yeah.
Did you double check?
Why the hell can I not find that?
Did you go check? You're on Metacritic. They might be calling the Onion. Just
right.
throw that out there. Okay. Well, now that leave it there to bring up a shitty ass South Park.
There it is. Here it is. Give me just a second.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I see a 57. I think that's a universally considered bad game.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that
Yeah,
was
you
the
want
whole
to
point
show
of
the-
this.
You want to show the most recent, so you can be like, "Hey, yeah, look, I see people who just recently played it. They fucking love it in 2026."
No, I'm just saying it's really funny how
In
that works.
2026, it's amazing.
Yeah,
Well,
holy
that means game quality has really hit the fucking toilet.
No, it's just really funny because, like I said, 2014, there's a 1, 2016, 5,
GameCube
2020, 7. Then all of a sudden you get the 2026 is an 8 and a 10. It's like, what is this? Oh god. Okay, yeah, this one.
It is in Spanish.
Yeah.
The other one's in Germany. If you read it, it's rated 12 and up in Germany.
Germany, yeah.
We don't get any games.
It's really fun on PS1. It's a shame. Hardly anyone still pays attention.
So
Well,
that-
no, it's a
so-
shame.
So the top one translates as good game. It's fun on the N64, especially with the cheats. It's great for killing some time.
Yeah, that's about all you do with that game.
Yeah, but for the one, all I'm gonna say is at least they tried. The game is awkward. Bad attempt at the show's humor. Poorly developed mechanics. Probably one of the worst games of all time.
Oh wow.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, look, it qualifies for what we're talking about
Yeah,
here.
right.
So gets the job done.
Yeah.
See, Sunshine at least had some decent reviews. It just ended up being the black sheep with Mario. That also means Tabby might need to expand her gaming repertoire. We got to introduce more.
Probably.
You got to play more bad games.
Gotta play more bad games. Virtual
There's a
Boy,
reason I don't play them.
Virtual Boy accessory, because then you can introduce yourself to some bad ones.
Yeah. How dare you only play a good
looked
game?
at the Labo.
Labo,
Yeah, I'm not gonna
I have
spend
to
$100 on that.
cardboard to sell you. I still got Labo hanging around.
There you go.
All right, Stash. I've been curious all night what game you're gonna pick.
It was pretty easy. There's 2 games that I choose from, and one of them is a game that I think you're going to pick. So I left that for you, and I took the other one. Mine is Castlevania 2: Simon's Quest.
Oh, that I mean, I know what you were gonna do. You think I want to pick anyways? Okay.
Yeah, an option
Really?
for you, obviously. I love this game.
I love this game.
Apparently, the majority of people do not like this game at all.
What?
In fact, a lot of people hate it because it's so cryptic. Nobody knows where to go. It's too hard. And obviously, it strayed from the formula of Castlevania 1. You know, it was Castlevania 1,
Yeah.
linear, classic Vania. Then it was
Mhm.
Simon's Quest. And then, of course, we had Castlevania 3, 4, Rondo of Blood, Bloodlines. They all went back to the same classic Vania formula. So this formula died with the game, obviously. I think, a lot of it goes into the translation as well. There's a lot of people who are very upset with the way the game was translated, and that added to the crypticness of it. I guess people were annoyed by the day-night cycle in the game, which, again, I'm like, this is so badass back in the day. There was no other game doing this, which I'll get into some of my points, and I've made these points before. But yeah, no other game during the NES era was doing a constant day-night cycle. And to my knowledge, no game did that for a very long time. Nothing on Super, Sega. I don't think 64, outside of maybe Animal Crossing in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
This is in 1988 when Simon's Quest came out. And they were doing this on the NES. The game had open world exploration. We don't get Symphony of the Night. without Simon's Quest. I've said this so many times, and I totally stand by that. And Symphony of the Night, of course, is one of the, if not the greatest Metroidvania. It's right there with Super Metroid and, whatever other games that you love that are Metroidvanias. But Symphony of the Night is always going to be at the top of people's list as long as they played the game. So I don't think we get that game without Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. And for me, the soundtrack is just the best. Bloody Tears.
I was just gonna say that. You can't. That's where that came from.
Yeah.
How do you? Most iconic of Castlevania songs. Come on now.
I know, like that. The Silence of Daylight. That's like the town theme.
Yeah.
During the day, and it's so good. Like
It's so good.
I play it in a lot of my videos. Like you'll hear it in the intro, like before I transition into the full review. Like I play that music a lot when I'm reviewing. If like I'm reviewing a Metroidvania, I'll put some Castlevania music to start, kind of set the table.
Mm-hmm.
The soundtrack, just from top to bottom, is amazing. The game was eerie,
Mm-hmm.
like somewhat scary as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
It was very ominous. It, spoiler alert, I guess, but the whole plot of the game is you're collecting Dracula's body parts. Like there's one of the first mansions. So you go to different mansions of Dracula's, right? They're not dungeons, they're not temples, they're called mansions. And the music in those levels in the mansions are really good too. But they're obviously set up like you'd expect for a dungeon. And one of the first ones, you get Dracula's rib cage and you use it as your shield for the rest of the game. I'm like, this is so badass, dude. How could people not like this game? If you guys have ever seen the Nintendo Power cover, which I have it in my closet framed, of Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, it literally shows Simon Belmont holding Dracula's head with blood coming down. And then parents complained to Nintendo, and they had to have all the stores take it off the shelf. So it's a very rare print because it was only on, I think, shelves for probably a week. I'd have to look into that again, but I have that magazine. Made sure to get that one. So there's just so many reasons why I absolutely love this game. And look, the NES, dude, that's what it was all about, though. Cryptic stuff, cryptic clues. I mean, look at Zelda. Look at Zelda 2. There's so many games that had super cryptic clues, and a lot of times it was because of translation from Japan to the US, and it wasn't exactly on purpose. But I've also read from developer interviews that sometimes these things were on purpose. Like they wanted you to get lost in the game because that increased the perceived value. It was like replay value, except you haven't beat the game yet. So like they wanted you to get lost and spend more time with the game. And a lot of games during the NES era employed that method in the same way that like arcade games employed the quarter munching methods. That was obviously by design. They want you to die a lot so they can make more money. And then it didn't translate as well to Nintendo or to consoles when arcade games came out. So, yeah, guys, I don't know how you feel about this game.
I very well can't trash it. I'm sorry.
Dude, it was funny. Like when I went to review the classic Castlevania games, I looked on YouTube and I saw Angry Video Game Nerd had a video about Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest. And he absolutely hates this game with like every ounce. And I watched the video. I'm like, holy shit. I didn't know this. And this was a while ago. And then I start doing some research, and I've come to find out that most people hate this game.
Wow.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
All this time, like I always knew how people felt about Zelda 2, and it's fine. I always loved the game.
Mhm.
I never agreed. I always looked at Zelda 2, Castlevania 2, and Mario 2 on NES. Those were all the outliers, right? Those
Mhm.
were the games that strayed from the formula, and I loved all of them for doing that. But most people don't.
Yeah. I don't have any rebuttal, but honestgamers.com does. The little blurb from Google: Simon's Quest is by far the most boring Castlevania game to be released ever. It makes some Barney games seem exciting by comparison sometimes.
Wow.
Well, he just admitted to playing a Barney game, which negates everything you just said.
Right.
I've never played a Barney game.
I read that night, just like
Never will.
I have to put this out there. It's so funny.
Dude, that is funny, but like this is what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Those are the kind of takes I read. Like people just absolutely despise this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize people despised it either. So I was looking up some stuff, and we got some comments on Reddit with this guy saying, the game's extremely flawed. Where are the boss battles? You could literally walk by Death and Camilla. Also, the final battle is seconds long. The pacing of the game is completely random and totally up to the player. So you have some players that went and did X and not get as stuck, and some that just gave up. That obviously is a lack of hand-holding of the time. But the person really did like the music.
Yeah. The music's so good. Just like Zelda 2, though. The music is so good. And
Yeah.
even Mario 2, that character select screen.
The second person said it's cryptic, grindy. It was very clearly rushed. Half the townspeople lie, and the other half don't say anything useful.
I mean, real life at its finest.
Right? That's what was cool about it, is that they do lie, but at the same time, it was the translation, I think, definitely took some hits, because like they tell you to do stuff and you don't. Like there's a part in the game where you kneel down. There's two parts. One part where you kneel down in front of a grave, and then there's another part where you have to kneel down in a certain area, and it will create this tornado that comes from, the right side of the screen, grabs you, swoops you up, and brings you across the water. And then in this game, if you fall in the water, you die, which annoyed a lot of people. But like the things that happen in this game are insane. Like, how would you ever know this kind of thing? Because the clues aren't there either, because the translation was effed up.
Yeah.
Really cool. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, this one person said, no one's brought it up yet, but the leveling system is completely fucked up and confusing, and no one understands it. Yeah, it was kind of, even for the time, it was kind of weird and hard to figure out.
You just fight the monsters at night, and you get more hearts. You level up more because they're tougher.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that stuff back then.
Well, like Eric, I also had been looking at things because I never played it. Indie Gamer Chick wrote an article, and in this article she says the rush job explains the total lack of polish and lack of fine-tuned enemy attack patterns and placement. This result is Simon's Quest is a game with no tempo or flow to it. This can also largely be blamed on the Metroidvania format, which they clearly didn't know how to build.
Well, they ushered it. Yeah. See, how old is this chick? How old is this indie gamer girl or whatever?
I would love to know that too.
Yeah, because I don't think you'll live through it, and you clearly don't know your history, because this was literally the first Metroidvania game before it existed.
The struggles to fit into Metroidvania. I'm like, dude, they were figuring out what Metroidvania even was back then.
This wasn't even a genre yet, girl. Like, come on, man.
I don't think she played it on the original, because she's mentioning using a ROM hack.
Yeah.
Oh, well, she probably used one that made it easier too.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
I've seen
Okay. So for me, look, the obvious hanging fruit for me is Zelda 2, just because I talk about it all the time, right? But that also means it's obvious. And look, well, it's kind of like Tabby picking, a Mario game. Like, yeah, okay, it might be the black sheep, but if you compare it to literally everything else at the time, it's still pretty fucking good. And that's the same true with Zelda 2. Like, all the things that people hate it for is just because it didn't evolve Zelda 1. It did something different, and then onto the past evolved Zelda 1. But this added new things to the series as well. But yeah, we're not going to get into the Zelda 2 stuff because like it's a conversation I've had before.
Yeah.
Clearly the game to go with is Concord.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
can't defend that one.
I haven't even played it, so I can't defend it.
I still have the physical sealed.
Yeah, you can only play it for a week. And that physical seal is probably a huge collector's item. It's probably got some value these days. Even though you can't play it because the servers are gone. Anyways. So yeah, I can't. Concord was a joke because it only existed for a week publicly, and I never got to play it. So I have no idea if it's good or not. I thought the trailers looked fine, but it also just like more of what I've seen before. No, so the game I'm going to go with actually is one from a franchise that has continued to struggle to find its way over the years. One that people are worried about its future, especially in the 3D space. We're talking about Metroid, and I'm talking about Metroid Other M.
Oh, okay.
The game that got the franchise put on the shelf for a little while. Nintendo themselves saying, hey, we're going to take a break from Metroid after Other M. Why? Because the sales were disappointing. The reviews weren't great. People did not like this game. In fact, some thought it killed the whole IP. Obviously, that ended up being grossly over-exaggerated. We've had multiple new games since then in Dread and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. But to be fair, it took a long time, especially for the latter one. Although, I guess, technically from the last time we had a side-scrolling Metroid, it also was a really long gap in terms of brand new, if you're not counting Samus Returns. In terms of brand new side-scrolling. It was also a really long gap till we got Dread. But Dread did so well, and I think Mercury Steam is probably working on another one. But in terms of Other M, people hate this game. Lots of obvious reasons. Some people don't feel like the game really knew what it was trying to be because it was trying to like merge what Prime did with the side scrolling and kind of have these two different gameplay perspectives. I actually love that. I thought it was really, really cool, but a lot of people didn't. A lot of people did not like the dialogue in the game and the story. I actually enjoyed the overall story. The actual dialogue from Samus was the part that was a little interesting because she was very monotone in this game. And I don't want to blame the voice actress. Usually when you have like no emotion in it, look, all of us can give emotion in voice acting in some form or another. To have zero, that's because that's what they were asked. They were asked to be that way. That's what they wanted. That's what they thought. They thought it added to it. At the time, they were treating Samus as if she was this stoic character that just everyone looks up to and is amazing. Dude, she's a fucking bounty hunter. She doesn't always do what people want. She does what the fuck she wants to do. And if what she wants to do aligns with what benefits you, cool. Otherwise, fuck off. That's Sam. And that is not what we got in that game. We got a very, she's submissive to the Federation and she's this and she's that. I'm like, dude, she's a fucking bounty hunter. She don't work directly for the Federation. She helps them out here and there, but when they hire her and pay her ass, she's a bounty hunter. So, yeah, it gets a lot of hate for a lot of different reasons, but I really, really enjoyed the game. I thought the gameplay is one of my favorite, actually, in the whole series. I mean, part of me wanted to go with Skyward Sword. It's just not hated enough, and that's because of the gameplay. I love the gameplay in Skyward Sword, and a lot of people hate those motion controls and stuff. But in the end, Skyward Sword isn't that universally hated like Other M. Other M is literally like people want to pretend this game doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
Like,
they really do hate it.
Yeah, and the thing is the reviews weren't even like super terrible. It's just I honestly don't know why the game struggled to appeal to people because it appeals to me. It's appealed to me since day fucking one. But here's the thing, what I've discovered in my life, what appeals to me doesn't appeal to everyone. That's for sure. You guys got any thoughts? Am I wrong for my choice? Does this game suck?
I really like it. I always have.
I'm always mixed on that game. It
Mixed.
has its goods and it has its bads.
It's all goods to me.
I really like Other M.
No, as I literally just criticized the Montanus voice of Sam. I was like, okay, we need some better writing for this. Yeah, I don't know. Just a lot of people don't like Other M, and I remember at the time people were even more pissed because they're like, "Oh, Other M ended the franchise." God damn it! I'm like, well, yeah, okay. That's what Nintendo kind of. I get why you jumped to that conclusion because Nintendo said, "Hey, we're not making Metroid for a while after this." Okay. And then, you know what would have been a better choice? You know what? Can I amend my choice from Other M? Federation Force is even more.
Yeah.
And if you've actually played it, it's really good. It's the game that's hated for what it's not, rather than actually looking at what it is and realizing it's a really fucking good video game.
Yeah.
It actually is legitimately good. But it never had a shot because everyone, you're using the Metroid Prime name. We need Game Starting Samus.
Right.
It was really good too. I'm not even like saying that as a joke. The funny thing is, most of you guys never played it. So like, how do you rebuttal it? It's just really good. I don't know what to tell you. It's a really fucking good game. Even its mini game it had was really fun. Like, I actually kind of feel bad for the devs that made the game, because like, you made a good game that nobody's gonna play because they're all pissed because they think Metroid's dead. Like the whole franchise is dead.
Yeah.
Brought off this spin-off that has Samus in it as like a cameo. I'm like, no, Samus actually plays a role in the story. You didn't play the fucking game. Anyways, sorry. There's other ones I could have brought up. Like, look, at the bottom of my heart, I really wanted to defend Zelda CDI. I couldn't do it.
Oh wow.
I couldn't do it. I've actually beat them all, and I'm like, okay, they all suck. Do I try to pretend they're good? I don't think I can. I can't do it. I can't do it. I legitimately enjoy Other M, so I'm like, no, it's got to be a game I legitimately enjoy. I can't break the rules just because I want to try to argue for a game that I know sucks. Like, it sucks bad. All three of them. Zelda's Adventure is the worst, by the way. The one that feels most like a Zelda game is the worst one.
Yeah.
Did you see someone ported that to, was it Game Boy Color?
I think Game Boy Color, yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
I have it. I haven't played it. I obviously haven't had time since they released that, but I have it on my analog pocket. So one of these days I'll play through that. I thought that was cool though, since that game is obviously could use some upgrades, some quality of life features.
Yeah, some love and care.
Yeah. Because that would be fun to revisit. A little piece of history.
Yeah. Look. Sorry, I'm like, I can't wait to bomb some of the dongos over here. Stash has he's in for a treat. It's in for a treat. The best part about those CDI games are the cutscenes. They're so good. They're so bad. They're good. I love it. It really takes you back to like what it was like back then, like cartoons and like everything back then. It was so cheesy. It was great.
Do you guys? I don't know if you remember this, and who knows if it was playing in your area or what.
Yeah.
But I remember they were showing it. It was either on a Saturday or Sunday morning, but it felt like an hour-long infomercial for the Philips CDI, where you could order it.
Yep.
Call the number, and that's where I first saw the Zelda CDI games and like lost my shit, because this was when they came out. I think so. It would have been 93, and I just remember seeing that and like being in awe. And I remember seeing the cutscenes thinking like, this looks weird, dude. Like this, that's weird. But like the gameplay, when they'd show it, looked really interesting, and the graphics. But then I also remember, like, even as a kid, I wouldn't have processed it as frame rate, but it looked like, stuttery is probably how I would have processed it then, like glitchy. And I just still remember though being in awe, like, dude, how do I play this? And like, why is this not on Nintendo? Why is it on this? Like, I had so many questions, and I saw the price tag at the time. You're like, well, we're never getting that. I'm not even gonna ask for that. I'll get my ass beat just for asking for it. You're ungrateful. We're gonna sell the Super Nintendo now because you asked for that. Yeah, dude.
Man.
How much was it? I know the 3DO is crazy expensive and obviously Neo Geo, but I feel like the CDI was 5, 6, 7, maybe more.
It was 700, and they had a different model with a different controller for $799.
Yeah, man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way that was ever happening.
Yeah, then they released a revision eventually for 400.
Yeah, that was expensive in that time.
What was that? Was that Trip Hawkins?
Ooh, that's a good question. Was that him?
Or
I don't know.
was Trip 3DO? I always forget. They came out at like the same time. Philips, CDI, 3DO, CD based, before PlayStation. Both bombed, both super expensive. We rented 3DO a couple of times, which was cool. Gamers, the place we went to, never had CDI. Otherwise, we would have rented that, and I would have tried to rent the Zelda games. It's probably a blessing, though, that they didn't have it, because that would have been probably a wasted weekend.
3DO was Trip Hawkins.
3DO Trip. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That was a fun one to try out, though, back in the day. That was ahead of its time.
I enjoyed the 3DO. My cousin had it. We played it a lot.
Really?
We were there. Yeah. My grandfather ran a TV repair shop, and it was one of the few consoles he actually got in and sold.
Nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
That was the first place I played the Jurassic Park series and Enter the Gecko.
Oh, yeah, Gex.
Oh, God.
Gex was great. Maybe I should have gone with that one.
I think that's.
You won't get any pushback here.
Yeah.
I think we all probably liked Gex. Gex was cool back in the day.
Gex was great.
Yeah,
I'd like to see him make a comeback.
I'm like, dude, this is the crowd that likes Bubsy. Like, it was kind of a control mess back in the day, but there was some charm there.
Yeah.
There really was, yeah.
Gex to me was the closest that anybody was going to get to Sonic and Mario. Like, this guy is he's just off the tongue every time. Just
I love Gex, man. He's cool.
yeah.
Seriously.
They need to bring games back like that. I miss those kind of games.
A gecko from Geico wishes he was Gex.
Right.
Oh man. All right. Well, we can be done with that. We can go to our Q&A. Get to the
dang,
comments.
I had another one. I had one.
Throw it out there. What do you got? Something big.
It was even better than Quest 64, boy, I tell you. This is probably one of my games of that generation. And until we got the 64, Shaq Fu, baby. Shaq
Fu, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We rented that a lot.
Banger of a game.
I did not. It came at all.
Oh, speaking of Shaq, I guess another game that I really love. I actually have it on my shelf. That was for Super Nintendo. Michael Jordan, Chaos in the Windy City.
Oh yeah,
It was a platformer.
That's a good
action
one too.
platformer. Yeah, with I think EA made it.
Yeah.
And you get like fire basketballs, ice basketballs, like different elements. Dude, I thought the game was so cool.
Yeah.
I still do. But apparently I heard, when I say people hate it, I should probably rephrase this and be more specific. The young kids hate it.
Yeah.
The modern generation of gamers hate it.
They don't understand.
Yeah.
No.
I'll say this: I have not met another person on planet Earth that likes Return to Zork except my dad.
Mm.
And that game, I fucking love that game. But I've literally never met anyone else who likes it. And when people are like, "What is it?" Then I show them like a video clip, and they're like, "Dude, that's trash." I'm like, "Fuck you, man."
My dad liked that game.
Dude, that trash has like 10,000 hours of my life in it, man.
My dad liked that game. Shut up.
Dude, I had fucking giant notebooks full of shit I was writing down to get through that game, man. It's awesome.
That's funny.
Anyways, Zork's a whole series, by the way, guys. If you ever look it up, there's a whole series of games. Return to Zork is just kind of the one that took it from being, because it originally started as a text-based RPG and it took it into a video format for the first time. So this is the early days, guys. This is back, dude. This thing existed on like 16 of those actual floppy disks. We're talking about how old school this game is. So even before the CDs took over. One of my earliest games, played a lot of it. All right, let's get to this stuff. We have lucky number 13 apparently coming in from Captain Bacon, because he's been a member for 13 months.
Yeah, 13 months. Thank you very much. Can't believe it. Time flies.
Yeah. Demonic Brawler sent 5 members over to Stash's channel.
Thank you.
Don't worry, he didn't leave me out of it, guys. He gifted a membership there, and then a membership there, and then a membership there. A little 3-pack. Thank you so much. They should just let you type in how many members you want to gift, you know? True Dude with the 10 said it's going to be a general direct, and it'll be on June 11th with Luigi's Mansion 4 and Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
Hey,
Not expecting 3D Mario until the next direct, though, probably in September.
fair.
That's one thing that we didn't really touch upon. I think this direct's going to have Zelda's 40th in it.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, forgot about that.
I think they're going to have some Zelda blowout in this one. Just saying.
Will
That's
they
also,
put that in the director, or will they save that for Gamescom?
well, they're at Gamescom, but doesn't mean they're presenting at Gamescom. Of course, you know, I hope, dude, I want this to be the year Nintendo has a game at Summer Game Fest. They have a game at Opening Night Live. They have a game at the Game Awards. God, make this be the year Nintendo. You decide to market your games outside of just your events. That'd be great.
I'm all
But-
for that.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm hoping. I'm hoping. I mean, Summer Game Fest is what, a couple weeks away. Please, Nintendo,
Yeah.
have something there. That'd be nice. Just one, even just one game.
Hey, maybe I'll maybe because I'm gonna be there, they'll be there since it's my first time going.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, that
Yeah, because Stash got invited, there's going to be a Nintendo game. That's the way it is.
Never know.
I mean, we still don't know who invited him. Maybe it was Nintendo. So I'm just saying we don't know. We don't know what's going on. All right. Cool. Yeah, Luigi's Mansion 4 would be great. That'd be a great title this year. Demonic Brawler. If I was a betting man, I'd put money on June 17th. June 17th for the day. I was thinking of June 18th, personally. But that's because they've seemingly been doing Thursdays more often. But honestly, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday are just as likely. So, sure, 17th. All the other events kind of wrap up like Sunday, Monday, the week before. So I do like the 11th.
Mhm.
Like the other super chat said, I like that date. There's another date that I think is very fascinating, and this to me just depends how confident Nintendo is. If Nintendo's extremely confident, you have Sony going on Tuesday. Nintendo decides to go on Thursday the 4th,
Mm.
and they say
Yeah.
we don't care that other shit's coming. Ours is going to outshine them. We're
Yeah.
not worried about that. But will Nintendo do that? I don't know. And also it depends. What if this is dude? I gotta stop acting like Nintendo's actually gonna put something on Summer Game Fest, man. I will literally, dude. I should make a bet with myself, like something that I do if Nintendo is there, because I literally don't think Nintendo will be there.
I do. I think they'll put something on Summer Game Fest, and you know what it is? Star Fox. Here it is.
know what it is?
We're walking away.
Nintendo has any sort of Nintendo published game at Summer Game Fest, Eric can slap me with a burrito on the next episode of the podcast. Well, the episode.
You heard that, Nintendo.
So there you go. And don't worry, if there is, or if there isn't, no one else is making a bet. I'm not going to slap somebody else with a fucking burrito. Because the only person that's in the same room is Eric. So it's not fair to him to drag him in. Oh, by the way, Eric, you're getting slapped by a burrito.
Won't be the first one.
Okay. Next up here, Demonic Brawler says Chronos the New Dawn is a highly. Oh, that's a good one to bring up. Chronos the New Dawn.
I brought it up.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm.
Yes, the 2 version's really good on that game. Yeah. Mouse PI. Another good one. Yeah.
Oh, my PI, yeah.
Tabby Cat decided to come in and give some memberships, even though she's on the show. You know, this happens once in a while. Last week we had a super chat from a guy who missed the show.
Got to make sure y'all are, staying up.
Yeah, paying attention. Demonic Brawler. We need more games that use mouse controls as good as Metroid Prime 4 does.
For sure.
Yeah. I've even used it in other games like the Nobunaga's Revenge game that I thought it'd be great at with the RTS, and it's really clumsy. Yeah, I want mouse mode to be better supported. Especially, guys, because look, a lot of these games support mouse mode. You can plug in a normal mouse and still do it too, which is awesome. So that's why I want it, because even if you don't like the Joy-Con mouse, plug in a normal one. It just needs support. Got to keep the tradition alive, of course. Demonic Brawler. Bring back NFL Blitz, NBA Jam, and NHL hits.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
I played in the NBA The Run second playtest. So I did a video on the first one. The second playtest was this past Saturday. And the developer gave like a huge list. I mean, there's probably 30, 40 bullet points of everything that they addressed from the feedback we gave on the first playtest. I thought it was fun to begin with. But obviously I did give feedback in my video on things that I'd like to see improved. And they hit a lot. They're still working on it, but just a heads up, that's obviously the closest thing to Jam right now. And that comes out in June. It's not coming to Switch 2, unfortunately. It's PS5, Xbox, PC, but I had fun with it.
All right. Demonic Brawler says he's looking forward to Lego Batman Dark Knight on Switch 2. Yep, the reviews dropped for everything else today. Mid-80s. Looks good.
My graphics card won't play it on my PC. So it's Switch time. 4K 60. I should clarify. It's not going to play it at 4K 60. So Switch 2.
So go to Switch 2. Demonic Brawler. Just a reminder, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is available to rent or buy digitally as of yesterday. Blu-rays on June 16th. Yep.
Nice.
Yep. That was in one of my videos. Another Demonic Brawler. Don't worry, we got some other super chats, guys. Demonic Brawler just had a hot streak to start today. I think they should make the Simpsons Greatest Hits collection with all the good games up to Road Rage, and then later do a full remake of Hit and Run. I'm all for collections.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with collections. Sure. Price it decent. AJ Rax says, Thunderstash. Now we need Chrono Trigger, Tales of Destiny, Secret of Evermore, and a new Mario RPG, because there are other kingdoms in that universe.
So I've said it a lot on this podcast that I really believe we're going to get a Super Mario RPG too. And that's why they gave us a remake. I think that's going to exist. I think we're going to have Paper Mario, Mario and Luigi, and Mario RPG all coexist. So I think that's going to happen. Secret of Evermore, yeah, that'd be cool. Throw in Illusion of Gaia as well.
You
Yeah, dude, so many good ones on the SNES, man. Terranigma. That was a good one. Obviously, not many people played it. But yeah, I want Chrono Trigger above all.
Yeah, that Chrono Trigger is the one everyone wants. Yeah. AJ Rack says, "Give us the power to gift games through the eShop."
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, definitely need that.
Yeah, that's a missing feature for sure. They're just losing out on money.
We talked about that a month or two ago. Brought that up because yeah, I used it on the Wii. It was really cool to be able to gift stuff. It's the only way to give the gift of Earthbound. I did. Yeah. I used it all the time, dude. I used it with employees too. Send them a game. It was cool.
Backlog became a member on both of our channels. I'm not sure if we should celebrate or say this is embarrassing. Now it's about time, buddy. I'm just kidding.
Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for the $3, man. Appreciate it. Windham, maybe we get Switch 2 ports of GTA 4 and 5.
You can keep
Virtuous said they want to port GTA 5. Now they said the Switch. Look, Switch can run it, but I don't know that that's the play. If I was Rockstar, I'd be thinking more of the future than the past.
Mm-hmm.
I think you port it to Switch 2.
Yeah.
And then work off that to downport it to Switch 1.
Yeah.
I don't think you port it to Switch 1 and then like try and boost it on Switch 2. Like that's unless they're really banking on India.
Yeah, I don't know.
On those India sales.
I don't know. It's interesting. Ron Rawl is back. Says another thing is with the price increase coming, Nintendo kind of needs to push why gamers would want to make the jump to Switch 2. Sure. I mean, look, the biggest thing for Akawa said, because he was asked directly, like, hey, how are you going to keep momentum of Switch 2 going once the price increase hits? And he said a robust lineup. That's where that quote came from, the robust lineup. Like he thinks that this, from September, October, November, December, January, February, March, he thinks whatever they have lined up for those months are going to make people not think as much about the price because they're going to want the games so bad. What those games are, we don't know because they haven't announced anything or given us dates for anything yet for that specific time period. Another reason that we probably need a June Direct so we can get that lineup at least through the end of the calendar year, if not a little bit into early next year. I do think that Nintendo is being cognizant of this fact that they need to give people a reason to get a Switch 2. That's why they have that choose your own bundle thing going on all summer right now. As far as we're aware, a lot of us assume it'll end in September. Some people think it'll run through the end of the year. Who the hell knows? But that choose your own bundle is obviously their way of, hey, yeah, people might already rush out to buy a game buy a Switch 2 this summer just because of the price increase. But hey, you know what? Let's make them feel good about that and give them another deal with another bundle. I think that is a very smart move by Nintendo. And then if you're ever going to get rid of the bundle, that's why you got to have that robust lineup. So I do think that, I think Nintendo is thinking about pushing why gamers should want the Switch 2. And a Direct, I think, would also go a long way as well. People will care less about the price increase if there's like undeniable bangers coming. Like people just won't care. Yeah. Like imagine that, PlayStation timed when they were going to increase the price of their system the same day that there was going to be GTA 6 news. Well, guess what? People stop talking about the price increase when all they want to do is play GTA. Sometimes those positive announcements make people forget about the negative one. And so you could argue that Nintendo could use that this summer. Although I'll say this, I don't know about you guys. Obviously, we live in a different universe here on YouTube, but I've noticed it feels like the vibes are changing around Switch. Remember how negative it was last year? Like just everywhere you went online, like just lots of negativity around Switch 2. I'm not really seeing that as much over the last month or two.
Yeah, there's been. I feel like a lot of
You
things
use
have
more people,
changed.
but-
Yeah, key cards. I don't feel like that's really people aren't as complainy about that kind of stuff. The whole $80 price tag is not as like prevalent anymore. And really, I think the only thing that really comes up every now and then is like if a new game comes up, somebody tries to like make it more than what it is, and nobody really falls for it anymore. So it's just kind of just like, oh well, Nintendo still. I think it's really comes down to like Nintendo's still producing games, and everybody else is still. Well, when this comes, and it's like, but we're playing games here, so yeah, I think it's died down quite a lot.
Yeah, it really just feels like it. And I think part of it might just be some of the arguments got a little tired, a little samey. You just same bitching complaints since before release. Okay, cool. Well, cool. The rest of us are just playing games. So
Yeah.
you keep bitching about the same shit. We're just gonna play games. Like,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, it's interesting, but I have noticed it's died down a bit. So I always wonder, like, hey, if that's dying down, are things kind of turning for Nintendo where they're starting to look in a better light, plus other platforms raising prices. You never really know where the general consumer is at right now with this stuff. But again, a banger direct with a bunch of high demand games would do wonders for any platform, let alone Nintendo. So Warren Bowman says, I'm scared if Nintendo continuously releases $80 or higher games, they'll keep losing all their fans. I'm always thinking of the worst possibility. Well, it ain't fun to live your life always worried about the worst possible outcomes. I can tell you that.
Where's everybody
On
getting
one
that
hand,
$80
you could argue you're prepared. On the other hand, you're spending your whole life worrying about something that hasn't happened. My advice, Nintendo priced a single standard edition game at $80 and hasn't done it since. So let's just not worry about it till it happens again.
Right.
In fact, even if it does happen again, it'll probably be $70 digitally. Because now Nintendo changed their pricing structure since that $80 game. So you have more reasons to not really worry about it as much. And as for like losing all your fans, like a game being $80 isn't what's going to make you lose your fans. It's backing up that price. People don't feel like Mario Kart backed up 80. At 50, people thought it was worth it. At 80, a lot of the criticism around the game is because it's $80 for what that Mario Kart game is. But if it would have been, I'll just throw that out here right now. If Breath of the Wild was $80 at launch, people would have bitched, and then they would have said, motherfucker, it's one of the best games ever. It's a 97. People would have got over it because the game backs up charging that much. So that's what really got people is if you're going to charge 80, it better be like greatest ever situation. And that's not what it was. So, and I like Mario Kart World, but it's not worth $80. So I wouldn't worry about it personally. I think you should just play games and enjoy life. I know we all got to worry about finances and stuff like that. I get all that and budgeting, but until Nintendo and other companies give us a reason to worry about $80 standard, I just don't even think about it anymore, to be honest. Only when comments like this come up, I'm like, oh yeah, there's an $80 game on Switch 2 that I totally did not spend $80 on. Okay. I don't know if anyone else has anything to add.
Yeah, all I'll say is I've said this for probably a few decades, so this is nothing new. Worrying is a waste of time. It's the greatest thief of joy, and that is the truth. It'll bring you no happiness. It'll bring you nothing, and it will waste your energy and your time. So I would just try and figure out how to live your life without worrying. It's just not worth it.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'll say this, especially when we're just talking about video games, guys.
Yeah.
I want to be very clear. Like, we're talking about an entertainment medium. Like, wasting your time worrying in an entertainment medium, like, unless it's related to your job, there's no, like, for me, if there's no direct that can hurt my job. Okay, cool. But, like, who cares? I'm happy as a gamer. So it's just one of those things where, worrying about things in the video game space when there's so much actual real shit to worry about in your life, probably, I assume, and with anything else, be it finances, be it family, be it kids, be it whatever. Like, yeah, I worry about my kids all the time. I don't view my worry as a waste of time. My worry would obviously be I'm trying to protect them and keep them safe. But that's different. That's something that matters. You're taking care of a human life. This is video games. We're supposed, as Stash always says, it's supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna waste your whole time worrying, it's not fun then, is it? So, like, don't worry about it. If it happens and you can't afford it, okay, yeah, be sad then that your hobby became unaffordable to you, but don't worry about the spilt milk before it spills.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just not worth it. Just like me, like I got a surgery coming up this year for my hernia. Of course, I'm worried about some things with it and some complications from it that could even happen with a successful surgery. But guess what? Every day, I just think about the best possible outcome.
Yep.
Because positive attitude also helps with how your body reacts and how you heal to things as well. So it's like, yeah, I know, I'm aware of, they have to make me aware of the negative possible outcomes, but I don't think that that's what's going to happen. I'm going to focus on trying to make the best possible outcome happen because that's what I can control is my positive attitude. That can help you out as well. If this is just something that you get negative towards this because it distracts you from other stuff in life, I get it. You just got to find a way to get that positive attitude to try to look for the best. And I understand you could be let down. Obviously, you hope for the best and don't get it. But that's why you got to always remember that it's a hope for the best. It's never the guarantee of the best.
Yeah.
You always have that back in your mind. Oh, the worst could happen, but I'm actually trying to manifest the best outcome. And then if it's somewhere in between, hey, guess what? The worst outcome didn't happen, did it? So no matter what, it's better than what you were afraid of.
I'll say this too, because I think some things get overlooked without connecting the dots. And one of those is obviously Mario Kart. Like we said, Mario Kart is the only game that's been released for $80. Between that time and now, we've really navigated through a bunch of games, and Nintendo has come up with this new setup of physical games will cost this much, digital games will cost less than what the physical games are. And I think that's a direct connection to to feedback of how people actually felt about one, $80 games in the first place, and two, how expensive games were in general. And so even if like Prime said, even if a game was $80 physical, it means it's going to be $70. So they're actively doing something to try and make it okay for you in the first place. And most people, and with Nintendo especially, because you say fans, but if you look statistically, it's almost split down in the middle of physical versus digital with Nintendo, where the other companies, it's a lot more skewed towards digital than it is physical. So even in that regards, they're still looking at the community as in what can we do to still make this okay for you, even if we have to move towards this way. But also too, don't worry about everybody else. Like you said, don't worry about everybody else and what they are or aren't buying. We, all us content creators, spend most of our time talking about how great a game is because we want you to enjoy it too. So we do it on a daily, on a weekly basis of trying to convince you to pick up a game because we enjoyed it. It's just going to outreach to you now at that point. If you end up picking up a game, you don't have to worry about what other people are picking up or not picking up. But if you pick up the game and you enjoy the game, that's your opportunity to say, hey, this game is actually worth this. This game is actually good. That's how you bring fans back. That's how fans stay around, is that other fans enjoy it too. And as a collective, as a community, we actually like something. So I wouldn't really be concerned about whether other people are going to like it or not. You should just be concerned about whether you're going to like it or not. What that game has to offer you personally. I hate to do this, but shout outs to Shadow. Are you playing games to enjoy those games? Or are you playing for other people? It's facts. Like, enjoy your games for yourself. And if you really enjoy them that much, share them with other people. That's all you got to worry about.
All right. Carcon comes in here, says the American localization for Other M contributed big time to killing the game and franchise. Talking about Other M. Such a mistake by Nintendo of America. Samus was stronger in the Japanese version. I never played the Japanese version. I liked it as is with the English version. Other M, baby. Best Metroid ever. Okay, I'm not going to go that far. We'll go that far. But I really enjoy the game. Thank you, Anthony. Got us to the streak. We'll add that to the counter for our next live stream. Thank you so much. Wink to Man says, I'm surprised Gex hasn't been added. Yes, needs to be there. Absolutely, we need Gex. We talked about that briefly. Gex is awesome. Like, and it was so. I will say, when I was at PAX East and I watched by the limited run booth and they had Gex up, I did stop to play it for a bit last year. I'm like, I couldn't help it, dude.
That's awesome.
Was it as good as the original?
It's not because I needed to be reminded that I enjoyed Gex, but dude, I don't just walk around randomly and see Gex just out to play. So yeah, I had to stop for 5 minutes and play it. It was fun.
It's the Gex trilogy.
Yeah, that's
what sucks about that is as while Gex is really great and those games are really great, they're dated because not a lot of younger individuals will understand what he's talking about as far as like a lot of his punchlines, like, and that's unfortunate.
So yeah, there's a lot of games like that. There's a lot. A game that I am posting the review for tomorrow. Same thing. I'll talk about it later, but yeah, a lot of games like that. Gex. I have Croc pre-ordered physically. I've had it pre-ordered for like 2 years. It keeps getting delayed, but games like that, for sure, dude.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, all the mascot games.
Last but not least, here we have Wink Demand says, do you think the Direct will finally have GameCube NSO update, Mario Sunshine, Mario Kart Double Dash, maybe even N64 Smash and Smash Melee? What do you guys think?
Melee is never coming. I'm standing on that hill. Unfortunately, it's just I think how they feel about what's the gaming community, the competitive community that they took away from Smash some years back.
I remember that.
I think ever since then, like I don't think Smash it's not on 64. I don't think it's ever coming to 64. I don't think they ever bring it to GameCube. Just that game specifically, I don't think it'll show up. Double Dash, probably. Sunshine, probably. Just Smash and Pokemon. Those are two specific franchises that I don't ever see dropping on the NSO as far as like the generational Pokemon and Smash Bros.
Okay. Tabby, you got any thoughts?
I mean, I think they promised us Sunshine and they promised us Pokemon Coliseum. We still haven't seen those. I would love Double Dash to come. I still have my Double Dash. It's a lot of fun. I feel like that was one of their better ones before they got into the Wii generation of Mario Kart racing with all the motion controls and stuff. I don't know about Mash Melee a lot. I played it some. I have it still, but it wasn't one of my favorites. I loved Mash 64. It'd be great for it to come out. I think generations are missing out if they don't.
Yeah, I hear you on that one. Do I think it'll have an NSO update? Sure. We're so overdue for a GameCube NSO update. And as Tabby pointed out, again, there's like a couple games already announced for it that we just don't know when they're coming. So it feels like, yeah, okay, that next Direct, Shadow drop in something. and get an announcement in there. We had one extra super chat come in here from Warren Bowman again, saying, "I will pay any price for Tomb Raider Laura forever." Dude, I just want those new Tomb Raider games to come out.
Yeah, the new ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I want those on Switch too.
Oh, come on, you don't want the pointy titties.
Stash, stop with the eyebrows. He's doing this indirect thing because Stash knows things. He'll just never say anything. He's not Kiwi Talks. Okay, Kiwi Talks is coming on next week. Already teasing he's going to be dropping new leaks on our show.
Oh, nice.
Stash's leaks, if you call them that, are always just facial expressions. That's it. What do you get from the face? Sounds like I have pretty good hope for Laura Croft coming over to Switch 2. Do not make a news article out of this. Stash said he said nothing.
I didn't say anything.
But I know how the internet works. Don't. It might be a context clue, but nothing was said. There's
Prime officially confirmed with his mouth vocally.
No quotes. If you make this report, I better see an image of a raised eyebrow in your report. That's all that happened. And I want your fans to roast you for making a report about a raised eyebrow. Is it just because he has the stash? That's okay. That I understand reporting on. Not every day you see a stash like that. So, that I understand. Plus free promotion for his channel. I'll take that. IGN, make yourself useful. His reviews quick. Come on. All right. That's it then. That's all we got. Make sure we shout out our fallen comrade, Pavlam. Go check out his channel and all that. He's moving. He's excited to build his new set for you guys. So can't wait to see what that looks like, because obviously you'll probably see it on the podcast as well eventually. And then let's get to our other guests. Let's start with, well, you know what's funny about these two guests? They both stepped in today. Neither one of them knew they were going to be on today.
Yeah.
And then our companion, our comrade, Gamebird, lets us know he's down and out. And we're like, it's all right. We got to call upon the A team. We call with the A team. Tabby, Sandstorm, let's get you in here. So, chance for you guys to pump up your channels. Got a couple small creators here. Let's have Tabby go first, because she is technically the smallest and newest content creator.
So, again, thank you all for having me, even if it was last minute. I appreciate the thought on it, actually. I'm just at this point, I've just got a couple games I'm doing this week. We're working on the Yuko Replay League, and then I'm doing Rayman Legends still. Tomorrow, I'm actually doing a special one, though, because I finally reached over 100 subscribers, viewers, however you want to word it. So we're doing a 100 celebration, and my cast wanted to see Pokemon Coliseum. So a friend of mine sent me the cable, and I've got the GameCube hooked up, ready to go. She's ready to go. I did this a couple months ago with the phone, watching the TV. So we already have a little bit of a start into it. So I'm kind of starting off from there. But yeah, we're going to give them about an hour and a half of playtime. And then later that day, I believe my co-host Roger Inyart and I are going to start It Takes Two. Good luck on that. I've never played that one. We just finished Split Fiction. So we're kind of trying to keep that co-op going, because it just seems to be bringing everybody to it. And they all seem to enjoy the playing off each other and the frustrations and the laughter that comes with it. But yeah, and then we've got the podcast on Mondays at 7:00. Come join, come watch. If you have questions at the end, get them in. We'll answer most of them.
There you go.
Congrats, by the way.
Thank you.
It's a big deal, that first 100.
Yeah,
really.
Yeah, congratulations.
I was just like, every time I'd wake up, I'd see new people, and I'd be so excited. And then I hit a dull stretch for a little bit, and I really thought I would hit it right at New Year's, and I didn't. It was almost April before I hit it. So it's finally there, though.
That happens.
Yeah,
it does happen. You learn on YouTube, it kind of ebbs and flows. Like even though Stash never checks his stats, like his channel was going like this with subscribers, and then it kind of leveled out, and then you wait a little bit, and it's going to start skyrocketing. That's just how it goes. YouTube ebbs and flows.
It's funny. I didn't know I wanted this until I started it. And
It's fun, isn't it?
my brother has tried to talk me into doing this for years because he has a small channel that he's on, off and on, where he does computer gaming. And he's the computer gamer. I'm the console gamer. And I wish I had done it sooner. I really do.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought I started too late at 30. No, it was all right.
Hey, well, I'm older than all of you all, I think. So, and I'm starting it, and I'm doing great with it. I love it.
Okay. Yeah, you're doing great. Then we got Sandstorm McDowell. How's it going?
Hey. So you guys can find me on the Sandstorm Show, the Rebirth channel. Sandstorm Show Rebirth, as you see down there. We stream every Saturday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We just made an announcement either last week or the previous week that we will, if you are in the Houston area, and we'll be going to DreamCon. We will be at DreamCon. Me personally, we'll be giving away free merch and the things of the like. So if you go out there, make sure you search for us as well. Follow everybody that's on the channel as well. Shout outs to Action Jack, who has been on this channel, Geronimo, Nintendo Cisco, Trey Vito. And then also on the Winging It podcast at 7:00 on Sundays. We talk about mostly Nintendo related stuff, but a lot of to do with the business of gaming, because that's what we love to talk about. And reviews every now and then, and obviously the directs and live reactions and those kind of things. So if you want to see our authentic reaction, I usually, when directs come around, I'll say this: when directs come around, I stay away from Twitter, from YouTube, all of that. So when I officially watch it and you see the live reactions, you get the most rawest live reaction that I can possibly give. It's not like I saw anything come in and I can fake it. So yeah, that is our channel. And thank you guys as well for having us on here.
Thank you guys for stepping up today. Eric.
Yeah, you can find me here, our clips channel, and our audio.
There you go. Stash.
Yeah, you guys know where to find me, Thunder Stash Gaming on YouTube. And then let's see what I got going on. I'm gonna try and keep it actually a little short here. So tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. I'll have Bubsy 40 Switch 2 review.
Nice.
Yeah, spent a lot of time playing that over the weekend. So you guys check that out. It comes out on the 22nd, so on Friday. And I posted my review this morning for Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn Edition for Switch 2. Huge RPG. 30 frames per second. If that might be make or break for you. So I'll tell you guys that right now. But if you want to learn more about it, yeah, like I played it. I enjoyed it. I likened it to playing Digimon Story Time Strangers on PS5, which ran at 30 frames per second. And I remember when I started it up, I'm like, really? Like, what is this 30 frames on PS5? There was no 60 FPS option. It's still 30 frames right now. It came out last year.
Weird.
However, oddly enough, when the Switch 2 version comes out in July, they're going to deploy a patch to Xbox and PlayStation to allow it to be on par with Switch 2 and run at 60 frames per second.
Interesting.
Mind blowing, right? So I'm like, look,
Switch
I get it.
The primary platform.
It's so
you don't
crazy.
see that, like, ever.
But it's like, I get it that 30 frames can be make or break. But my point is that I played Time Stranger on PS5. It was a little off-putting at first. So I'm like, why is this 30 frames on PS5? However, the game was really good. I mean, we played it at PAX. Obviously, put in, several hours on it for review. But yeah, we played it at PAX. I enjoyed it. So, not all 30 frames are created the same. Look at Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's 30. We all love it.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. But that comes out on also the 22nd as well. And then I played a ton of games last week. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I didn't put out a ton of reviews because I was like, what? I need to buckle down, get through all these games, and I'm going to batch write all these reviews and then batch record them. And that's what I did yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually recorded 7 consecutive reviews and then lost my voice around the 5th video, but I pushed through it, drink some green tea. So those are all going to be rolling out. I'm hoping to have a review out a day until I leave, because then that will get me caught up so I can then work like a madman for Summer Game Fest. But Mina's coming up. Obviously, we got that on Switch too. 007's coming up. I'll be getting that early, thankfully. Lego Batman, I'd like to. I don't know if I can fit it in. I didn't get it early. And I do just have a lot. We'll see. But anyways, there's a lot of games coming. Probably stuff that's not on your guys' radar, hopefully. Because I like to delight and surprise like Nintendo. I really do. I love it when people are like, I've never heard of this. I'm like, oh, perfect. That's what I wanted to do.
All right, guys. Well, look, I'm Nintendo Prime. We just talk about the news, latest news, leaks, rumors, or whatever every single day. We have some Q&A streams we do for fun. I warn the streams are way different than my normal videos, so prepare for a culture shock. Setting that aside, obviously we have the NintenByte Podcast every single week, Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Next week's episode is going to be a very, very interesting one. Not just because of what I teased. I already teased that we're going to be having, Kiwi Talks coming on. He's already teasing the show. So chances are I'm going to have to get the show set up in over the weekend. So there's multiple days so Kiwi Talks is teasing the hell out of it. So I swear if he's just gaslighting us all, I'm really sorry, but that's on him, because he's definitely for sure teasing that he's going to drop something on our show. I just don't know what. Now he's like, well, I don't know what questions they're going to ask us. Well, now all the questions. Because he wants all the questions. So we'll see what happens. If you guys don't know, this is the guy in the past that leaked Fallout 4 is coming to Switch 2 on our show. Do a question from Thunderstash. And then nobody asked him a question, and he leaked Crimson Desert.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
He might have leaked Halo, technically, that we didn't draw attention to, but it did happen, and it was said on the show. So that's what I'm saying. It went from us asking him questions that got us to leak to him just blurting it out. So I don't know what's going to happen, but he's not the only reason to be excited for next week, of course. Besides, hopefully, we're looking forward to something like the return of Game Bird. We don't know on that front yet. We'll see. But what we do know is that Sky Sword Alyssa's coming back on. Always nice to have her come on. She hasn't been on here in probably a month, a little over a month. And someone who also hasn't been on in a hell of a long time, Switch Force, is coming on next week.
Yeah.
So cool. we got a pretty big episode coming your way, and then we get to June, and then things kind of calm down at the start of June on the 3rd. But we all know what happens, right? It's all from that point, game announcement city forward. So we already know that the following week's episode is going to be probably nuts, because there'll be so many indies and third parties to talk about. So that'd be so much that I can't even think of how to organize the following week's show. That's how much there should be to talk about, and that's without a direct. Imagine if a direct slipped in there too. Then it's like, Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so the episode of the 3rd is kind of more of a mellow one, and maybe more of a hype check, I guess, on all the upcoming events, including obviously talking to Stashman, who's at that point will be having his way to Summer Game Fest. That being said, Sandstorm's coming back on next month. We have Tucker coming back on, who hasn't been on in a while, Hoops, and Rogers Base. So that should be a great episode. Then Sky Sword Alyssa rounding out June with Sandstorm as well. So it's going to be going to be a banger month coming up. And then, guys, there's a bunch of people trying to get into the next invite round. So look forward to the second half of the year, guys. We're gonna have a lot of really great episodes coming your way. A lot of good stuff coming up. Ending our first year of Fantasy Critic. It's gonna be really fun. Which, by the way, that ends right around the time we're doing the Game Awards gaming betting special and all that stuff. So that's going to be a fun one. Who's going to win the trophy this year? Stash got the replica trophy. Last year, it was Game Bird. He got the banana trophy because Bonanza was up for Game of the Year. So what's going to happen this year? We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. All I know is ever since this podcast started, I am 0 for 2 on this betting special. And the sad thing is the last betting special on the Nintendo Prime podcast, I lost to Eric. So I'm specials in a row. So I'm on a bit of a losing streak here. Haven't won any of the direct bingos either. I gotta say, you know what they always say when you want to be successful in life, you surround yourself with people smarter than you.
Mm-hmm.
I've finally done that with the NintenByte podcast. No offense, Andres Restart. But I surrounded myself with people smarter than me that make me look dumb. But it actually just elevates me in the end. So it all works together, right? All right, guys. Andres Restart's giving me a phone call tomorrow. It's going to be a fun one. I'll catch you guys. Catch you guys in the next episode next week, everyone.
Good one.